guys, Nick here. You're listening to the official podcast of 4PlayerNetwork.com, a weekly live show about video games. We're proud to say that we've been at this since 2008 and have remained 100% independent since day one, and that means you'll never have to hear a sponsored ad on this show. So if you want to support what we do, all we ask is that you consider making our silly little show part of your weekly rotation. You can tune in when we record these episodes live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/4playerpodcast, all spelled out. If that's not your thing, though, you can also subscribe to the show on your preferred podcast service, join our community Discord at discord.gg/4player, or, if you're so inclined, send us a couple bucks a month on Patreon. And that's it for shameless self-promotion. Time to talk about the latest and greatest in the world of video games. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to 4Player Podcast. This is episode 861, I believe. It's January 16th, 2026. I'm your host, Nick Henderson, joined tonight by Brad Simons.
Hello.
Christopher Guthridge.
Hello.
Ed Mitchell.
Hello, good evening.
2 weeks in a row, look at that.
Yeah.
And Christopher Davis.
Good evening.
And as we mentioned on the show last week, which was our 2026 Fantasy Critic Draft, which if you haven't listened to that, please go back and check it out. It was a lot of fun and very much looking forward to the shenanigans going forward this year. But today, it's all about looking backwards. This is our annual award show, and we're going to be looking at 2025, the way this is going to work if you're new, and we're not going to waste a lot of time because we have a lot to talk about tonight. We are going to go over, I think it's 12 categories, and we're each going to talk about our runner-ups and our winners in those categories. The rules of the way we do this: we're going to go around the circle. We're just going to say our runner-up, which is going to be very brief, and then we're going to talk about our winner. And there's probably going to be some overlap there, so that will
probably going to be some overlap. Honestly, Nick, I feel like the overlap is like, I kind of fought to maybe not overlap, and I feel like it makes my awards a little less genuine.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't do that.
I mean, I just
there were certainly a few categories where I was like, well, I know someone's going to talk about that. So maybe this is an opportunity to talk about something else.
Exactly. But see, that's not very genuine.
If they're still coming to mind when you're talking about the categories, then it's genuine. You know what I mean?
I think it makes a better podcast. That one year that we did the like no overlap allowed thing or whatever, and we figured that out. That was interesting. But also, it's if we talk about anything that like maybe would have been on your list if you didn't want to, but you didn't want to.
It feels like a cheat. I know what you're about to say. It feels like a cheat.
I think it's fine to jump in at that point and like talk and expound like yourself, even though it's not technically on your list.
It feels like,
and we are going to do honorable mentions, but those are going to be brief. But you know, and it's a little bit fly by the seat of our pants here. So there'll be opportunities to talk about a little bit of everything. 2025 was a pretty wild year for gaming. I think we can all agree. And there's some big games to talk about. And also I will, per usual, those of us who make videos every year for our personal top 10s. I know Brad's going to do something a little bit different this year, as he likes to do from time to time. But you will see top 10 videos coming from us in the not too distant future. But for now, we're going to go over these awards. And before we get started, I'm going to just run down the itinerary for tonight so you'll know how it's going to work. Starting with our first segment, which is going to have 4 awards. The first one being Best World/Level Design, Best Storytelling, Best Gaming Moment. And if you're watching us live, this is Ed's suggestion too. There's spoiler warnings, as you can see on the screen. So we are going to be spoiling some shit probably tonight. So just kind of be aware of that. If you hear us talking about a game you explicitly don't want spoiled, just hit the mute button for a few minutes. Don't leave us. And I'm going to try, also per Ed's recommendation, I'm going to try and put actual spoiler tags in the notes for the show. So you'll know what to keep an eye out for. If we get a little too spoiler in certain things. But and then we're going to end the first segment with our first Wildcard Award. And if you don't remember what that is, basically we each made up our own award, and then we pick a winner. And these can be these kind of play to our own personal, um, gaming habits, or just even gives us an opportunity to maybe talk about something that's not going to get mentioned anywhere else, that kind of thing. So we're gonna do 2 of those, and those are gonna end each segment. Um, in the second segment, we're gonna do best new enemy/boss design, best new character, biggest surprise, and then in the segment with our second Wildcard Award. And then in the final segment, we got biggest disappointment, the I Won't Quit You, I Promise Award, which is basically us just promising that we're not going to give up on a game. Uh,
The
if
Baldur's
you
Gate 3
remember, I
award.
think Baldur's Gate 3 won for my award that year, and I'm still not done with
Did it really?
Yeah, for sure. Fuck yeah.
Oh
And you
my
know what?
God.
Sticking true to the award, it's still installed on my PC. I've never touched it.
Oh,
One
it's
day I will
installed.
go back.
You own it.
I
It's on
do
your
own it.
shelf.
And then the last award of the night, verbal award, anyways, is the 2025 Spotlight Award, which is just an opportunity to talk about something that you want to highlight that maybe doesn't get mentioned or elsewhere for whatever reason. And it could also be, isn't this the award where you can technically pick something that you played that didn't come out this year? Just something you want to?
No, that was the asterisk
No?
award, but
Oh
whatever.
yeah, we don't.
You spotlight whatever the
Spotlight
fuck
award.
you
You
want.
can put whatever you want on.
Spotlight whatever game you want to there, and then during the breaks we're gonna do our soundtracks of the year. So each break we're gonna feature 2. So someone's gonna in the segment talking about their choice, and we're gonna play 2 songs. And when we come back, the person who picked the second song will bring us back into the show talking about their choice, and then we'll play the show out with probably my soundtrack of the year. Since I'm the host, I'll go last. But yeah, that's the plan. So these things tend to take a little while. So why don't we just jump right in? And Brad, I feel like we usually
I always
start
go
with you.
first. I kind of don't like the vibe this year.
Okay.
Because there's so much overlap. I don't want to lead
You
us
don't
off.
like Do you want me to go first then?
Nick, go first.
That
Nick, go first,
is
yes.
like a complete change
I never
for
get
sure.
to go first.
Host privilege.
All right,
Oh
we'll
my
flip it.
God.
I'll go last. You
Nick,
go first.
Nick.
Thanks,
We'll
Crispy.
flip it.
And Ed.
Flip it
All right.
through.
Okay. Our first category of the night, as we said, best world/level design. And my runner-up this year is going to be Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And it's runner-up for me primarily because it did something I was so in love with, and that is it actually went back and did kind of like the isometric, like top-down open world
overworld.
kind of
Yeah.
the overworld that you see in like classic RPGs. And I love that style so much, and then no one ever does that anymore. So I'm giving it huge points for that. It was still had good level design going into like the worlds or whatever, or the actual like places, but like the overworld is what I'm giving a shout out to right now. But my winner is going to be Blueprints because
Wow.
hot damn, because I constantly found myself thinking about just like how much planning had to go into, and I think they've talked about this too, about like if you look into like the development of that game, because it's a very small team, I believe, that was making that game, and just the amount of time and
Right.
effort that went into like making this puzzle house and how everything has to be able to fit together, even though because every time you
Okay.
go into the house, it randomizes.
This is
What?
where I would jump in and say that was also my winner. But let me tell you, as someone who used to go first every year, this sucks. Because now I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to pick something else that was like an honorable mention. I've never had that
Welcome-
experience before, and I don't like
You
it.
you fucking live by the blade, you die by the blade, dude.
That's right.
Come
You
on.
gave up the spot. You have to eat it now.
Damn.
I don't
This
like it.
is my world every year. This is how I feel every 4-player minute.
But how often do you like change, like do an audible? Because we've already talked about you know
Every
what I
day.
mean? Like
Every time.
I'm just gonna like mention another game now because
Dude, my awards aren't settled until
No.
I've said them.
Yeah, that's true. That you could really
Yeah.
This
go
feels
off script
bad.
there. But
Never mind.
talk
That
about
wasn't my
Blueprints, though.
winner.
oh come on, talk about Blueprints. Blueprints is fucking amazing. It has incredible level design.
Obviously, the world design is so good because you make it as you play it, and just kind of figuring out how all those pieces, literal pieces, like go together, and all like the nifty tricks and like combinations of like if I put this next to this one, and it's just so good. I mean, it's like the most compelling world design of the year for me. That because that is that game, figuring out how it all works together, how to put it all together, how to like game the system to like get it to do what you want it to do. That's everything in that game. I mean,
Yeah. Also,
I don't know,
like I was
incredible.
kind of when hearing about the game or reading about the game, I always thought like, man, it's gonna be really hard to like just keep mental track of. And then I'm actually
Yes.
playing the game, and somehow it wasn't that hard. Like I was like, because each room is like distinct enough that like they all have their own little identities and nuances. So it's like
And as you
when
play,
I
you learn more about them, and like rooms that you like were taking for granted before become all of a sudden like maybe
super
super
important.
important. It's just it's exceptional. Some would say one of the best games of the year.
Some might say that. Some might say that. All right. So who goes after me?
Just pick somebody, I
I
guess.
think Ed. Ed, you go next.
Great. I love this. Okay. Best world / level design. I will say that I thought about your runner up as well, Nick.
Mhm.
I can't remember now what it was.
Claire Obscure.
Yeah, Claire Obscure. I thought about it.
Never
I
heard of it.
struggled with the, the levels inside the inside the
Yeah.
different areas a little bit. I felt like
Yeah.
that was kind of a downer on me.
Yeah.
So my runner up is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think it has an
Mm.
excellent world. It has two very large open world maps. You have a number of cool encounters that you run into along the way, some of which are like, is this real? Is this a ghost that's talking to me? Oh wait, there's a lot of good quest lines, a lot of good stuff like that that we'll talk about later.
I
My
think that has one of
winner
the best
is
open worlds ever made. Sorry, I just wanted to.
I agree. And my winner is Hollow Knight Silk Song. Which
Dang.
it can't be a surprise to anyone.
Which is also
I
my
talk
winner.
He's gonna do this everyone's pick.
This is great. Yes, yes. Silk Song's level design is superb. Its world design is beautiful. The fact that you have a very different vibe when you're down in the lower reaches of the zones, and then when you go up into the cathedral or whatever it's called, where the priests are all walking around, you have the judges with their little hammers swinging, and then if you go west, you have the mountain. Mount Fay is super cool, and you have like the
Literally.
little area that you get captured and stuff like
The
that.
hub or
And
the
then out
slab. The slab.
the slab, yes, out east, like the area that is that has all the poison and all the most terrible area. It's like they took all the inspiration from Dark
Blightwater
Oh
Souls
or
God.
poison.
whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it
fucking
was
hate that
terrible.
place so goddamn much. But man, what a game.
Really cool puzzles all over. Honestly, I think the one that led you to Phantom is like I kept going back to that area because I couldn't figure out the
The
puzzle.
mist.
The mist, yeah. I kept
Oh
going
yeah,
back
yeah,
and being
yeah.
like, what's the solution here? Oh, maybe I don't have an item. You know, like a Metroidvania is like maybe I'm thinking like, oh, I'm missing an item or whatever. But no,
Yeah.
it was all in here. I had to solve something. Really cool.
Wait,
And
there
in
is
the
an item
world,
you need for that area.
Yeah, but it's not one that I think.
It's a
yeah.
required item, story item.
Yeah, but you're gonna
Well,
get it. It
maybe
just
you
kind of depends.
solved that area without that item. There's an
Maybe,
item that
yeah,
makes it a
yeah.
lot easier.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah. So anyway,
Interesting.
I think it's a beautiful world. The level design is excellent. I mean, Hollow Knight's level design was also excellent. So it's just a continuation
It's
of that,
everything.
and
I
it's
mean,
way
that's that.
bigger than Hollow Knight. And they keep adding, they keep like strapping on more and more things. At the very end of the game, when you're trying to in Act 3, you're like going into these kind of areas before that you've kind of like been around, but you haven't like figured out. You feel like there's still more to it. And I was trying to find the last item that you need in order to finish Act 3, and I was like, I was exploring the woods and like trying to hit every single wall to try and figure out how I get to the spot that's marked on my map. And it turns out I needed to go out of that area and around and then go
Mm,
back through the cathedral,
I
go
know what
the
down,
you're
and
old,
talking
then
about.
the
go
Yeah.
old reach
to
around.
find the
Yeah.
boss. Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
it like I mean, it's a pretty basic concept of level design or whatever, but like just the fact that all the areas are so well connected, I think like
Yeah.
makes this like one of the best
I mean, that's
designed
like a
worlds.
staple of the Metroid genre. You could
Yes.
say.
Yeah, yeah, and
I
they
mean,
execute it
dare
so
I
well.
say
So
it? dare I say it, one of the best Metroidvania maps ever created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we doing honorable mentions right now or no? Or waiting to the
I
end?
just
We'll do
like
that at
how
the end.
interconnected Metroid areas are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand where you're going, Brad. Well, are we doing Brad last? Because I feel like that should be the meme.
I get. Yeah, I'm
So
going last.
Crispy,
Yeah,
why
I
don't
yeah.
you
usually
go
go
next?
first.
If
Crispy.
you have your awards locked
Okay.
in.
Okay, I'm locking. The chevrons are locking. My runner-up for best world level design goes to Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Nice.
The continent of
Are we supposed to
Australia,
have the
which is
spoiler
the
warning up right now?
It's up. It's up.
Is it?
Is it supposed to be? It
I'm
should
gonna
only
leave
be
it
up
up.
when we're talking like deep spoilers.
We're just leaving it
Yeah.
up. The whole show's a spoiler warning. Just don't listen to the
Okay.
whole show.
That kind of ruins the point, but whatever.
Yeah, right? The whole utility of it was it told you visually
Yeah.
when to. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Death Stranding 2 on the beach takes place in Australia. I don't think that's a spoiler. I don't
Oh
know.
my
Anyway,
god.
whatever. It is, but in the center, like the whole continent is spread out. There's a real like attempt at doing like these different kind of like biomes and getting like the environment and the weather involved. There's all these like rivers that like if it rains really hard will flood and like the banks will raise, so that changes how you like have to
Terrifying sandstorms.
how to traverse this environment. There's sandstorms, there's lightning storms, there's wildfires, there's all
The
kinds of
blizzards,
crazy
the
shit.
wipeouts, and the avalanches.
The blizzards, like the second half of that game turns into like a full-on mountain climbing simulator, which is just, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't just fun. It was like meditative. It was incredible. It actually made me really excited for fucking, not Chasm.
Cairn.
Cairn, yeah. Cairn. The rock climbing game coming up.
Sounds like you should take baby steps.
And also, Death Stranding 2, they added trains. There's trains now, baby. That's sick. Let's go. Do you want my winner too, or?
I do want your winner, yes.
Okay, my winner, I'm giving it to Monster Hunter Wilds.
Shit.
And I'm sure Brad can explain why.
It's actually my winner as well.
All night. This is gonna be all night.
Great.
Stupid joke.
So one of my favorite like things I did in Monster Hunter Wilds is when I finally after I killed Arkveld like 80 times, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna walk around like the Scarlet Forest. I mean, that's probably my favorite map. I don't know. What is yours, Crispy? It's gotta be up there, right?
Yeah, the Scarlet Forest is really sick. I also really like the other forest that has a name, I'm sure. The one with the like cave where you can. Oh, wait, is that the Scarlet Forest? I don't even remember what they're fucking called.
The Wayward Plains with there's the
Wayward
desert.
Plains. It just looks cool, and I kill monsters there. Also, the Grand Hub is a fun place.
The Grand Hub is amazing, but I think what makes Wilds maps like really really stand out and just like an actual like amazing progression of the series is just how like kind of like alive they feel. And one of my favorite experiences playing Wilds was just walking around these maps, looking for all the camps, discovering just how many more little secret areas and like nooks and crannies and camps. Like I discovered a camp playing the game literally last week, and I'm over 300 hours into that game. I discovered a camp that I had never seen before because they have these things in the game called secrets, which will take you right to the monster. They're like your chocobos. And if you can do all the hunts without ever like walking around and looking at the maps, but when you take the time to really look around, it's really kind of impressive just how much life Capcom put into these maps. Just the flora and the fauna, just collecting all that stuff, doing the fishing. Some of my favorite shit. And the way that the weather like changes and stuff, and the Scarlet Forest will like downpour and then like will start flooding and part of the map will just become like like a river. It's just shit's so good. It's
just fucking beautiful too.
Good. Beautiful.
Like, it just looks so good.
Nice
It's great.
It is a gorgeous game.
It is like Worlds was impressive, and this is an upgrade. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Alrighty.
alive.
Chris Davis.
Okay.
What is your runner-up?
So here's the problem with this award. It's best world
God.
/ level design. Okay. In
Yeah,
my
we
mind,
try-
those
we
are
try to-
two very different things.
Okay, for the sake of time, we tried to
Pick a
tried to
lane.
like
I understand.
pick a lane is what
Okay.
we're saying.
All right.
This is world design.
Well, there's a slash, so no.
Slash.
So here's what I'm thinking. The best level design that I played this year, I think, was Donkey Kong Bonanza. The way you could smash through the environment, the amount of things you could find.
Is this
and
your
do.
runner-up?
No,
This is not your runner-up. This
no.
is your winner.
This is my
You're
winner
just-
for
you're just
level
skipping-
design. This is my winner for
Oh
level
my God.
design. Okay, all right. I think that the level design of this game,
This
the
mother.
pure fucking levels, like it's a lot of fun. If you want to talk about my best world design of this year, it's Expedition 33. I think I am infatuated with this fucking game. You are going to hear me say it over and over again. It's going to come up for almost every award tonight.
I've seen the man's list. He's just written it over and over in every category.
It's pretty much, yeah.
Even biggest disappointment.
Yeah. My biggest disappointment is they haven't put out Expedition 32 yet.
Oh,
So, what?
good.
Okay. Yeah,
Just breaking the mold.
the world of Expedition 33 is incredibly thought out from a narrative perspective and how that applies to the actual level design and just exploring the canvas and experiencing this journey. Every single area I went to, I was excited to go to. And every single area I found that said danger on it because I was underleveled, I was still very tempted to go into, even though I knew I would get my ass ripped in half. So, yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty good. You are going to hear Chris Davis talk about that game a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Which is fine because it is a fantastic game that is deserving of praise. You're going to hear it from a lot of us tonight, I would imagine, throughout these categories. I'm just going to pretend that Donkey Kong Bonanza was his runner-up. And
Yes, that is.
I'm
correct.
a little
Do it.
confused.
Yeah,
but
do that.
it's
fine.
fine.
Yeah, do it.
Was that your number
I
one
still got-
too, Brad?
No. I mean, I don't know. Yes. My runner-up is Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo, which I thought
great
was
choice. Yes.
really, really great Metroidvania / like Zelda type game in the middle of a city. So like it was kind of a unique twist on like the world layout and the dungeon layout that you would see in like a typical Zelda game, but instead of the outdoors, you were running through city streets and there was cars driving and they could like knock you into puddles and you could take damage, and then
It's like
all
the
of,
sewers
the,
too. You would go underground to like
the
go up
sewers,
somewhere
everything
else.
was
Yeah.
connected through the sewers, and you go down and you pop up, and they did that in clever ways. Like one of the areas is like a neighborhood, but during a like music festival where everyone's lining up to get in and having to go down into the sewers and like pop up other places to kind of get around this giant line that's snaking through the area is like really clever. But I like how the dungeons are like a mall is a dungeon, a sports stadium is a dungeon, and it's just really smart and clever. And even like in a Zelda game, like the little caves that you would do where you might find like a little puzzle or a heart piece, are just like people's houses. You would go into people's houses and there'd be like
Just
a
breaking
little
and
puzzle
entering.
for
Which is also classic Zelda, right?
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really, really clever and charming, and honestly, it's probably the thing that like I saw when I heard Pipistrello was doing that. That was what got me to like play that game. I was like, oh yeah, sweet. Zelda, but in a city. I love it. But my winner is Blueprints. We talked about it. Why? I mean, that world design is
Look
that
at Brad
game.
staying true to himself. Look at this.
It
proud of
it is also Silk Song and Monster Hunter Wilds. No, I guess Blueprints. I hate this. Can I go first next category, or am I stuck like this?
Sure can't.
What?
not how
He
that
gets to do
works.
4 in a row now? What's going?
No, it's Blueprints. I mean, I adore that game. I got
This is
so
not a
addicted
snake draft. God damn it.
to playing that game, and I think it's just discovering like all the secrets within each room, but also like how those rooms can connect, and I adore that game.
So good.
What's next, Nick? Or honorable mentions, real quick.
Any honorable mentions you want to throw out there?
Bonanza
I did want
was
to
on
mention
my
Kingdom
honorable
Come.
mentions.
Bonanza, absolutely, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
curious how much Bonanza was going to show up tonight. I still don't quite know how I feel
I
about
have
the
an
game, to be honest.
anti-honorable mention.
What?
An
That's not a thing.
anti-honorable
We don't do that here.
I'm
The
doing
worst
it. I'm
level
doing it.
design?
You're talking
Honorable
shit.
mention for Mario Kart World. What
Oh,
Well,
that's-
maybe Mario Kart World will come up later.
yeah, I think
that
it will.
is. Yeah, it might. All right, so let's go ahead and move right along to our second award, which is best storytelling. And I once again get to go first. Yay, this is so new. Which means I also get to once again mention my runner-up is Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Wow.
Nice.
I think this was just just easily one of the
Boo.
most compelling stories of the year, and just so unique, and had some really incredible moments. You're going to hear about it a lot tonight. And I'll let Chris Davis talk more about it when he gets to his, because he's going to be his winner. My my winner though in this category is actually Silent Hill F.
Oh.
I mean, let's be real. It does the Nier thing, and it does it really well. And I played this game literally 4 times this year, back to back to back.
4
but, like,
times?
4 times, and it's not like it's not like you boot the game up for the second time and like you can get to the ending in like 30 minutes. It's like you have to play the whole game,
No,
but
you
throughout
gotta
the
play
entire
the game.
you got to play the whole fucking thing, and throughout it you're getting new dialogue and new perspectives, and things are changing that make you go, huh, what the fuck, that didn't happen last time.
So you know what's interesting about that, Nick, is so I finished the game the first time, but I played most of the game like probably a couple of months before I actually finished it. So when I booted up a second playthrough, which I didn't actually finish, I ended up like watching a bunch of stuff. I kind of learned how it's all connected through watching, because I just have time to play. But because I had started the game long before I finished it and started the New Game Plus, I couldn't remember. Like, I didn't know if I was forgetting things, or if like new things, or if things
It really
had
is.
changed. And that really kind of breaks how that works. You need to like
It does a little bit, but I will say
play
this:
it
there are
together.
you if you can, it is one of those things you should play it back to back to back. But there are definitely some pretty jarring, large differences from playthrough to playthrough that like are so
Those I'm
different that
familiar
like you'll know instantly that, oh, I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
I mean, minor spoiler warning. I don't know if I don't know if you have it on the screen. Maybe I'm not going to spoil the
what
story.
Max does, which is
You need to
low-key
know.
brilliant.
You need to know when to take it away and when to put it back up. This is important. You need to like.
I am flashing it
away when
on
we're
the
not
screen
talking-
right now.
Okay.
All
But
right.
see, the problem is Chris Davis doesn't know what MinMax does is brilliant. Is they have spoiler hats, and they all put on their spoiler hats so
Oh,
people
fuck,
can
we
mute,
should've stolen
and then
that.
they take them off when people can unmute.
Yes.
Damn,
Just say.
fuck, why
it's
didn't you
fucking
tell us
brilliant.
that before? I would have stolen that so
It
fast.
is theft. I can
Just
grab a
we'll
hat.
just say. I know this is like boring podcast stuff, I guess, but like we just need to say spoiler warning. Chris will turn it on, and then when it's over, then Chris will turn it off. We cannot
And
have
this
it
isn't even-
be on all the time because it's useless.
all right,
for
all
our
right.
viewers.
This isn't even the biggest spoiler, I will say, but like,
Turn it on.
since you play the game 4 times, there are essentially 4 different final bosses in this game, and every time you go through the story, more and more fucked up shit happens, and like by the end of one playthrough, you're like fighting like a giant demon like fox and shit.
Yeah,
Like
that is a huge spoiler. What you're saying, but yeah,
I mean that's we have a spoiler warning on the screen. This is an award show, but like that's one of like 4 bosses. So there's lots of different things happening.
Cool.
Throughout this thing. So like it gets crazy. Like it takes some bold swings. And I've always felt that you can try to turn the spoiler warning off now. I've always felt that Silent Hill, when done really, really well, does have a really compelling story, and it keeps you pulling you through. And this does that the way it always has, but then layers this like crazy Nier shit on top of it. And it was like, oh my god, I didn't know Silent Hill could be this fucking compelling. This is so good. I was in love. So go play Silent Hill.
Can I just say like it is so common to like Japanese like visual novels. Like every single one of them are like this. So like I will say, as someone who probably never experiences those stories, it does seem really unique. But like it's all of them. Like like and I'm not trying to take it away from Silent Hill F because like they present it very, very differently than most like typical visual novels that I'm familiar with, at least. But it's shocking how many of them have like stories that are doing that sort of thing. They're either loops or like multiverses or like it's so crazy how
There was like
common
3
that
this
is.
year that did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
and
not.
that's
It's
of the ones he knows about. I'm telling you, there's probably
Yeah, I
way more.
know, right?
it's. I'm not, and I'm not even saying it's like groundbreaking or anything necessarily, but to see them do it, try something new like this in Silent Hill, and then also have it work so well while also
It
doing the
does
other
work
Silent
great
Hill stuff
for
really,
someone.
really, really well. It's like it's so
Nice.
cool, man.
Very cool.
All right, Ed.
Yeah, so obviously this was a big year for story-based games. I think like we all agree that the competition was pretty harsh in here. I'm
Yes,
gonna skip
this was
over the
hard.
obvious one, even though I loved it, because I think we'll have some time to talk about it.
I think I did the same thing
But
you're alluding to.
my runner-up, and I was unsure about this one, but I'll go with it, was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh,
I
that's what I
think
was thinking of.
I
Yeah,
think that
absolutely.
it is like perfect, like we told medieval story, and also had a huge layer of like um politicking and like very Game of Thrones things. So let's go ahead and
Yeah.
throw up the spoiler warning.
Oh, wait.
It's
Yeah.
for the first act. Yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up, Brad,
Wait,
when I'm ready.
can you say like how far into the game?
It's in the first act. It's
First,
before you go to the second
Oh,
zone. Yeah. So in the first act, you are at the very beginning of the game. You are riding your horse with Hans to go to see the like lord of the area, right? And you're like trying to get him to join your side in the fight. Then like shit goes wrong, everything happens or whatever, and so you
they dump shit on
eventually
you.
they dump shit on you, like you become basically a beggar. Everything resets like in Henry and Hans's life, right? You work your way back into the castle so you can talk to the Lord who isn't even there. And right as he arrives is when Hans is about to be hung for being a poacher. And then you're
oh,
like
you're
trying
talking
to
about.
work back into the good graces of the Lord, Otto
Von
Bismarck, I
Bergen,
think.
Otto
Von
von Bergen.
Bergau, yeah, Von Bergau. And so you're trying to work back into his good graces. So you go do a bunch of errands for him, and one of them is like you literally slaughter an entire town if you go along with it, or you could choose not to and fight back against them. Another thing you do is you go to take care of this like underling of his castle has been taken, and so you happen to be like inside the castle looking around, and you can find him in the dungeon, and you're like, oh shit, no, this isn't the people that I'm talking to are not the real lords of this castle. And then so you go to take it down, and it turns out the people in the castle are on your side. The people that have
Yeah.
taken over the castle are on your side, and then you end up switching sides to work with these people instead. And then the person that's in charge of the castle is like the one of the best characters that I'll talk about later. But like you go from like being on this one lord's side to then being against him for the rest of the game, and so and you do all sorts of heinous shit for him just to get on his good graces, and then it turns out you're against him anyway, and it like it's amazing.
It's so
and the
good.
second act just gets better and better. I'll talk about some great moments in the second act in the next area. But okay, we can end the spoilers now. It's an excellent game, and that's my fucking runner up. I'm so sorry. My
I thought about
winner,
giving that my winner, but I was like,
yeah, my winner, despite the greatness that of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, is the root trees are dead. In the root trees are dead, your job is to figure out through like Google searches and stuff like that things about this family, and so you read like articles about them, and so you're given this stuff piecemeal, trying to piece together who this family tree is, who are these people, what are their likes and dislikes and stuff like that, and what their jobs are. And then the very end, you're supposed to figure out like this last question mark that's on the map. And it's all through the design of the game that you're given these little crumbs as you go, as you're discovering other things that are like more important for you to fill in the things. And so you're supposed to make that final guess. In these games that do that, where they give you these like pieces of information just so you can do that final guess, it's some of the best like ways of like storytelling and design and puzzles and stuff like that. And there's a bunch of games that I've played over the years that do
gives
that
you those
final
aha
thing.
moments.
Yeah, that final aha, and it's beautiful. So chef's kiss. I know I
I,
talked a lot
I
more about
after
Kingdom Come Deliverance too, but I think it's a great game, really.
I installed this after we talked the other day, and after I said I had finished the Seance of Blake Manor,
Yeah,
because I also
yeah,
really like that game. Honorable mention, kinda. But yeah, I installed this because I was like, this sounds right up my alley as well. So
yeah.
looking forward to
So
playing that.
we can turn off the spoiler warning now, I think.
Crispy.
Yes. Storytelling. My
Storytelling.
runner-up for best storytelling, I'm giving to Dispatch.
Yes, yes.
Same
I'm
here.
glad it was talked
God,
about.
I thought about this too.
Same
It's
here.
just a very, I mean, I love superhero stories, but like all stories, I like the ones that are very humane, right? Like
Mhm.
character centric, which Dispatch is 1000%. I think it's really well written. It's got really
Some
great
amazing moments.
characters, great moments. Um, this is really great. I mean, it's so good. I almost don't like that it's a video game. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I get it.
appreciate the variability in the story because having played it now, I feel like there is a couple places that are like right and wrong answers where like one
Yeah,
is just
right.
not even like moralistically, but like one's just a better story. Like the other
Yeah.
is not worth like
Knowing
if
that
I was
some people
reading a
might have.
comic book that went like that, I'd be like, "Oh, okay.
Do we want
Like,
to
great.
throw up spoiler warning and let you spoil it? Like what you're talking about specifically?
I don't feel a
Okay.
need to, but I can if you want me to.
I mean,
I
I'm
will
curious
say-
which
To you.
one you're specifically talking
Okay.
about.
Throw up the spoiler warning, Chris.
It's up.
Let me know when it's up.
It's up.
Okay. I think a lot of people I don't know, man. I'm a little
Say it.
like over like the boys and shit like that.
Yeah,
I think
know.
a lot of
It's a little
people
rogue, yeah, for sure.
I think a lot of people like at the end really like wanted to look at the tone of the story and then say like yeah, no way Mega Man's gonna like not fucking murk this guy. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And
Who was
I
saying
do
that?
think
Can you even do
A
that?
lot of.
Oh,
Can
I
you
think a
kill
lot of
him?
people did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kill him.
I don't know how I don't know
Oh.
exactly how it plays out in
Oh, I
all the
don't
different
kill-
ways,
I
but
didn't
there
kill
is
him.
a choice at the end of like whether or not you're gonna kill Shroud. And you know, whether or not he actually does end up murdering him, I don't know, only because the point is that he like morally in his mind, in his heart, like decided to kill him, you know? Which I think the whole point of the story is kind of like I mean it's kind of like the fucking Richard Donner Superman where it's like the idea of like the it's the idea of the superhero as like a moral paragon as like a hero existing in a real world seems like an anachronism, but like you have to draw a line somewhere. Like at a certain point Robert has to like say I'm doing this for a specific reason that's bigger than him threatening to kill my dog. You know what I mean? Like he has
They seem a
to
little cheap.
not always, but like in the moment that it really matters, he has to kind of be able to step out of himself and be better, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's kind of what I feel like is the satisfying conclusion to Robert's end. It's like him maybe not completely changing who he is as a person because he's kind of fucked up and he's kind of like not like completely nihilistic, but like he's very like disillusioned with the
But he also,
sort
like,
of like shining gold example of civilization that he was like raised with, right? But
Yeah.
but there has to be a moment where he can kind of emulate that shine. Like he can kind of like reach out and like he maybe doesn't quite understand his father or his grandfather why they do all this stuff or like what it's all supposed to mean, but like he's doing it, right? Like he's a part of that
Yeah.
community and he's choosing to be a part of that community.
Yeah.
And the
So,
fact that
yeah.
they can give you the opportunity to kind of throw that lesson away.
Yeah, but then a lot of people are
is
just
kinda
like,
crazy.
nah, he fucking threatened to kill my dog, he dies. And it's like, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, fine. Like, I guess, but
that was
just
to Ed's point. That is a
interesting to me.
low blow. Like that is
Yeah.
like as like not
It is
even
pretty low.
necessarily to the
I mean,
character of Robert, but like to
it
the
was Chekhov's
player.
dog, right?
Yeah,
It was
What?
Chekhov's
But it's
dog.
like-
They introduced it as a mechanism
yeah.
that was probably going to be
And
abused
to be
later.
fair, like a lot of shit happens in that story, and like Shroud probably does deserve some kind of justice. The point isn't that he deserves that justice, so someone should do it. The point is that who amongst us has the moral authority to actually do that? You know, I just
World Teller in
Yeah.
chat calls it John Wick bait, and I was like, that's
yeah.
Yeah.
Crispy called it on the podcast.
Uh,
but
so
Did I?
that was
It's-
your runner-up.
That was your
Crispy.
runner-up.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was my runner-up. I had
shit.
a lot to say about that.
Unspoiler warning.
My winner, yeah, you can take the spoiler warning away now.
Stuff.
My winner is Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
hell yeah.
Wow.
You know, if the first game was like kind of simmering and contemplative and like had some ideas that it was trying to convey, the second game is a full-on like epic. Like it is a full narrative journey for this character
Yeah.
and for like the idea like how the themes of the first game of like connection and coming together and like bringing people closer to one another have kind of manifest in how they've changed his life, how they've changed him, and like what that means for continuing to do his work going forward, right? Like this, like I said, this is a game where like you have like the Mass Effect 2 thing. Like you're in a Normandy and you have a crew and they're all like there with you, and it's like you're building this community around a moment of great like loss and tragedy at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And it's really beautiful, it's really emotional. I think it lands in an incredible place. I mean, I teared up
I'm so
multiple
excited to-
times throughout this game. I know Chris Davis had his opinions on it. I get where he's coming from on some of them. I disagree on others, but like, yeah, like this game, I'm really excited. Like, I really want more of you guys to play it. Like, I want to talk about the story.
So
Just
I
changed
finished
one of my award categories, Chris. So
I
we'll
mean,
get to it.
it's really great. It's really great.
I finished
mean,
I finished
It's
Yote
beautiful.
the other day. I finished Yote the
Yeah.
other day, and now I'm like the pathway is clear, and like this weekend for me is all about Death Stranding 2.
80 hours.
it's not just about like the
Hi,
whole
Chris.
like, I don't know. It's not just about connection, but it deals a lot with like redemption and forgiveness and like what
Ooh, I love redemption.
you know, what is being able to forgive somebody even though like everyone's dead. You know, like we've gone far beyond the realm of reconciliation, but is kindness still worth it? You know, that kind of thing. I don't know. It's crazy.
seems
crazy.
socially relevant. You know.
It is. It is.
Chris.
All right.
Can I say before we start with Chris Davis on our second award, which has me to go as well?
Uh-huh.
We do this every year, right?
Do.
And I know it's Friday, but we're halfway through our second award.
We got this.
Yeah, okay.
Don't
We
worry.
spent 18 minutes on our first award. I know.
We build momentum. I know we build
yeah,
momentum, and we
It's
start
front
reiterating.
loaded too
Momentum.
because everyone wants to talk about things about like
Yeah.
these
Let the ball
moments
roll.
and stories and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So Chris, go.
My runner-up is also Dispatch. I love the way they wrote the characters together. I love the 8-episode plot that they put together. There are so many just nice and fun moments, and then there's some moments that make you go, oh shit, they actually did that. That's how fucking dare you do this to this great character.
It's
I'm tearing up. How dare you?
It'd be cool if we had an award
just-
where we could talk about moments.
Yeah, which I'm
oh,
not
yeah.
going to talk about
That is
here.
that is coming up.
The-
That is
the-
coming up next.
The spoiler head crab is waiting. So my winner, of course, is Expedition 33. The entire journey of Gustav and Verso and Mael and everyone in the cast going after the
Gustav who?
Paintress. My brother. Stop it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It is every single act ends in a gigantic plot twist that makes you go, "Oh fucking shit." And then just like there's so many wonderful little character moments that you're sitting around a campfire and you're reminiscing and you're talking about your motivations for going on this journey. I mean, this is a world in which from the day you're born, you can actually calculate the exact day in which you will die. Like, how fucking mortifying is that thought when you think about it? Like,
oh, it's terrifying.
It is. And this game is such a fucking good story that I immediately started up a new game plus playthrough, but I stopped in the hopes that there would be new DLC, which there now is. So I'm going to play that as a reward for myself in February.
Is that new DLC out or is it coming out?
Oh, it's out.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, it's called Verso's Drafts.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. It's like late game stuff, but yeah, I want to play it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to give my runner up because I'm next, Brad. Hi. I go last.
Hi.
I'm going to give my runner up to Silksong. I feel like we sort of take for granted how good Team Cherry is at telling the story.
100% agree.
Because like Silksong is so effortlessly like as good or better than Hollow Knight, which is one of the greatest games ever. And it's easy to kind of like take that for granted. But, you know, for like everything that the game does with its story, and this story specifically, and the characters and the just the world and the atmosphere, and just shout out to the fact that how much more mileage they get out of the fact that Hornet is a character that speaks, which and I think I was trying to think of my like who's my favorite character in Silksong, and those might come up later, but I can't bring up Hornet because she's not a new character, even though she kind of is, because you know she wasn't like this in the first one. You didn't get enough of her, and the way she just kind of like steers that ship is so good. It's so fucking good. My winner, I'm gonna give, Expedition 33. I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Consume Me because this is not just the best story; it's the best storytelling, and this is a game that tells a story through mechanics where I feel I relate so much to the character in Consume Me, and I do it through these mechanics. One of the most like I think controversial things about this game, I mean not like actually controversial, not the fact that she goes to church. No, I mean it's the fact that like there are fail states in this game. She sets goals for herself, like I'm going to do this, and this, and I have to accomplish it all by this date. And if you don't do that, you don't just keep going. It's not like so many other indie games where it's like, oh, well, that's your story, you know? No, it's like you need to do it again. And the first time I got to the end of a week and it just said, nuh-uh, you had all these goals, you didn't make them, do it again. I was like, oh, like it was a turnoff for me at first. But then I was like, wait a minute. I have to like figure this out. And the only way I'm going to achieve my goals is to like just do stuff that I certainly don't agree with, and it's fucked up. And I'm like chugging coffees and like staying up too late and like just really toxic behavior. And like, you know what? Fuck all that other stuff. I need to work out because I got to get my weight under par for the week. Because if I don't do that, I'm gonna get a game over. And it's interesting to put yourself in the shoes of someone who just won't accept failure, and the way and them turning that into like a meter management, like gameplay driven, systems driven game is so remarkable. And like when I finally figured it out, I just took a step back saying like, this is so different than the way I was playing this game at the start of it. It was really bad, like the choices I was making, but it was the only way I felt like I could succeed in like that final chapter. And it was definitely like a ding moment, right? Which I knew the game was going to be doing shit like that, but I didn't expect them to do it in that way, because I feel like a lot of indie games like do tackle stuff like this, but it is, you know, like a dispatch situation where it's more just like you're adding flavor with your choices. No, this game was like, no, you got to do it. This is like biographical. You got to figure this out, and you have a lot of options for like how you achieve your goals, your weight goals, and your school goals and your boyfriend goals and stuff, but it's like it's not pretty. And you feel like you're pushing the systems to their limits because you are. And I don't know, it's just like really remarkable. That game has stuck with me more than most of the games I've played this year because it is so relatable and it is so like you definitely get into those modes, like whether I'm at work or just like, as a parent, where it's like I literally have to maximize every minute of my time. Like as soon as I walk in the door after work, it's all like I don't even like, take my shoes off. I just start doing things, it's just
Yeah.
I barely put my stuff down, and that's what it feels like playing this game. And man, I think they kind of nailed it. It's good. More people need to play Consume Me. And you do
Sweet.
go to church at one point. I guess I'm sorry, but I don't understand. I don't understand how like a fucking like indie movie like fucking Lady Bird, can have like churchy stuff in it, but all of a sudden an indie game does, and people are like, oh,
Yeah, it seems weird. I mean,
I'm
like
offended.
in 2025, I guess, like not a lot of people go to church, but like in the 90s, a lot of us went to church.
It's
growing
also
up
like
and
it's
stuff like that.
such a misread. It's so like if you
Yeah,
took a
weird.
single fucking like intro level like English lit class, you don't have to be smart to know that like she's using this moment she has as a teenager of like a religious awakening after seeing a cheesy, uh, singer at a church. Like people are offended by the fact that like after that, like you get like you can pray to like boost like your mood or whatever. Like you get it can affect your systems in the same way that like calling your boyfriend does, or just working out a bunch can like improve your mood. Like it's not, you're missing the point of the game. I feel like I don't know. It's horrible.
I didn't
I
even
don't.
know there was that much controversy around it. That's interesting.
Well, it's more
Does-
just that there are like stupid Steam comments and stuff, and
Oh, yeah,
they
right.
found their way into a couple of reviews and stuff, and it's just like, man, it's not your fault that you don't get it, but like, man, you really missed the mark on this. Anyways, as I
All
said,
right. Any honorable
you need
mentions
to
for
hurry.
the best storytelling category?
I mean, so many.
I regret not. Yeah, there's a ton. There's a ton this year.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seance of Blake Manor. I want to mention that for a lot of the same reasons that Ed talked about Root Trees. Also, I did want to mention Dispatch and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I could have easily given Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 my favorite story of the year.
Yeah,
for
me
sure.
too.
Yeah.
Honestly, me too. But I probably didn't because I still have not finished. A shout out to
Long
FF
game.
Tactics with voice acting. It just hits even harder than it always
I
has.
started playing that, by the way, Brad. I'm quite
Fucking
enjoying
good,
it so
right?
far. Yeah.
Wait, for the first time?
Yeah, first time. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh
know.
shit!
Big deal. Big deal.
Wow.
You don't happen to be playing it on Steam, do you?
No, it's
Oh,
on
shut up,
Switch.
Nick. Just buy
Also,
the fucking
I'm not
game.
in your
Oh
your game
God, you're
library,
right.
you
I
jerks.
keep forgetting.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
God, you guys would have so many games. I have almost 1,000 games in my library. I'm sure there's a lot of overlap, but like, come on,
We've
people.
wasted a spot
Seriously.
on Chris Davis.
Kick out Chris Davis.
How much have I bought for this fucking Steam group this year?
How
Fuck
many of those
y'all.
games are on Game Pass though?
I mean, I've been guilty of doing that myself. a few
Yeah.
times. All right.
All
Our
right,
next
Nick, best gaming
category,
moment.
best gaming moment. Get that spoiler warning message
Yeah,
ready
this,
to go here.
don't
Actually,
this whole category is spoiler
yeah, you might
warnings.
want to just leave it on this whole category.
But,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I find it valuable to say what we're spoiling and
You're right.
first.
You're right. You're right.
Okay. I will be more spoilerific on the second one. I will say this. My runner-up is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It has been the runner-up on all my categories so far. There's a lot of great moments in this game. Specifically, the moment, and this is where you could throw up the spoiler warning. Specifically, the thing that always comes to mind is the first moment after you first leave, after the prologue, which is an incredible prologue, by the way.
Absolutely.
But when
I'm gonna jump in here as well because it's my runner.
when you land on the beach
The beach.
and you're
Dark
going on this
Shores,
journey and you don't know what
Everyone gets
you don't know.
massacred.
Yeah, there's a fucking massacre.
It's the
and
setup.
You don't even know.
But it's the setup. It's the fact that like it's all about these expeditions and the fact that nobody returns, and you know that their quest is to take out the painters, but you don't know what happens once they leave. And like with the realization that like, oh, I bet a lot of these people die just immediately.
Yeah,
Based on
Yeah,
what happens
it's
at
fucked
the
up.
end of the prologue
It's
is
so
crazy.
fucked up.
And what's
Yeah.
so like the way they do it is expert too, because they end the prologue by doing the grammage, right? So like you're already having a very poignant like it's like weirdly peaceful.
Beautiful. It's
It's
beautiful.
sad but beautiful, peaceful in a way too. And then like they're like, all right, let's set off. And then immediately it's like, kaboom! Everyone's
Yeah.
dying. Everyone.
Yeah.
It's horrible and it's
Dunkirk.
violent, and it's like it's such a cool thing because of the setup
Such a
that the
great
first thing they see
juxtaposition.
is an old guy, and they're just like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And then they all just start dying.
The
And
guy that says,
it's
how
so
how are
good.
you old?
It's so good.
Oh
and the
yeah,
thing
I
is-
forgot about the whole. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
go ahead.
the other thing is that like you can get to that level again later in the game. It's called the Dark Shores.
Yeah, right.
But here's the thing: is that was almost an actual level, and they just turned it into a cinematic because that was supposed to be like a full thing that leads you into the forest where Gustav wakes up. So like there's the anchor points. There's entire level geometry. Like they weren't able to finish it, so they turned it into a badass cinematic.
And it turned into one of the coolest moments of the entire year. Like,
Yeah.
I'm almost glad. I mean, not almost. I am very glad that that's kind of the way it went, because it let that is like the one moment from the game that I like when I start thinking about how much I love that game. That is the first moment that comes to mind. It was fucking incredible. That whole prologue's incredible. But my winner, I'm gonna give to Dispatch, and I will also say spoiler warning here. But I will say this: it's hard for me to pick a moment in Dispatch because I was so
Is
kind of
it?
blown away by how many.
I
It is,
just
but
know what
I,
the
I'm,
moment
cry every
is.
time I think about
I'm
it.
Yeah,
I'm picking one. I am picking one, but there are definitely lots of moments and some that I'm probably forgetting off the top of my head. But the one that sticks out to me is the party, the housewarming party they have,
yeah.
and then
Okay, yeah,
there's some
yeah,
drama at the party, and then Invisigal decides she's going to try and prove herself that she can be a
Yes.
hero, and she goes off on her own, ends up causing a big ruckus, and then your friend, whose name I can't remember all of a sudden,
Crackstar,
Bro.
Chase.
Chase.
yeah. Yeah. His whole thing is he's like the Flash, like he's super fast, but as he runs he like he ended up, he didn't realize he was aging, so he doesn't run anymore, so he's like 20 or something years old.
He's like
but
39
he
in an
looks like he's
80-year-old body.
I think
Yeah,
the
and like an
brilliant
80-year-old
part
body.
about that character is because even when I played the demo and they explained the flaw of his power and that he's an old guy, it's like I knew that, oh, there's going to be a moment, right? There's going to be
Yeah.
a moment where he's going to have to sacrifice himself. But the fact that it still caught me off guard was
Yes.
like
yeah,
really.
I did not think it was going to
meaningful.
happen here.
Yeah,
It was
They
like really cool.
They like have you focusing so much on they do like multiple hacking things in that part, right?
Yeah.
Right before it.
Yeah.
So you're like focused on that. And then like you realize that like Invisigirl is like in trouble or whatever, and you don't know what to do, and like you as a player also don't know what to do. You can't like figure out how to fix it, and then like it zooms out, and that's when Robert turns and he sees Chase in his motion about to
Keep
go.
up,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
He
yeah.
says keep
He-
up,
he's
and
so-
it's like yeah, very.
It's
very
because
well
in the
done.
moment you're everyone's thinking the same thing. Like, is this game gonna like do? Are they gonna kill off this character? Are they gonna kill off this character? You're thinking like this type of game will sometimes do that, and then man, they catch you off guard. And I think what makes I just think it's a really cool character because like in that housewarming party, he's just like pissed off. Like the whole game,
Right,
he's pissed at him
yes,
as
yes.
Invisigal because she's this type of character who takes chances. And I feel like Chase, like this is not the first time that this character has done something like this. Whether people know it or not, I think he's been using powers to bail people out of like these bad decisions his whole fucking like career. Wait, I dispatch him
cost.
before, because there's
Right.
no way he just got old. He probably realized the limits of his power a lot sooner than,
Then
But
when he was 80,
than
yeah,
when he
Yeah.
realized he was old. So
right.
like the way I read it is he's probably been bailing out like these kinds of people,
That's who he is,
and maybe
That's,
even
like,
of Visigal, like
But like
many
the
times before.
the most heartbreaking part is he rescues Invisigal. He races off and takes her to a safe spot. He sets her down on the ground. He sighs. He takes like one or two steps, and then he just immediately collapses. And boom, cut to credits. and it
Oh my
just
God.
fucking
Oh,
hurts.
It's a good weekender, but everyone else
Yeah.
everyone just started the next episode.
Yeah, yeah. But like
It's a good moment,
there's like
though.
just there's like every episode ends with like a really great moment. I also want to give a shout out to the fucking like the bar fight.
The bar.
Oh
And
yeah,
That was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
that, yes.
and
The
the
way that
fucking
they
song.
the way
The
that you
fucking
like
song.
interacted with that one was fun too, because like
Yeah.
it was cutting back and forth between the bar fight and the like afterwards where they're all like
Yeah.
eating tacos.
They're
or
all fucked up,
whatever.
yeah.
And every time you
Yeah.
go to like every time you go to like do something like put a straw in your mouth or whatever, you like do the action of doing it and immediately cuts to the fight where you're like stabbing a straw through someone's neck or whatever.
It's
Yeah.
it's so
Oh my
funny.
God, it was so
I
good.
know they're very different. I know they're extremely different, but like when Dragon Age tried to do a bar fight for Velgard, everyone was like, "This is the worst cinematic I've ever seen in my life. What have you done? What have you done? They're making jokes and having a bar fight. How dare you? How dare you?" I was just
Yeah, and yes,
Dispatch
Nick,
so
I agree.
good.
The two songs from that bar fight are very good.
The fucking
The-
karaoke
also,
with
like-
with fucking Flambe singing. Oh my God. Oh my
Yes,
God.
also
I
great line
That was
from
my winner.
Prism being like when she blinds someone and he goes, "I'm temporarily blinded," and she goes, "Bitch, you're permanently blinded."
yeah.
Oh,
That's a good line. That's a good line.
Ah, so good.
Yeah.
All right, that was my winner. Moving on.
Okay.
And
Yes. I'll do mine relatively quickly. My runner-up is in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This is in the second act when you're breaking into the Italian court. Brad,
yeah.
I don't know if you're there yet, so
not.
so spoilers, I guess. You break into the Italian court to steal the money for the king, and the way you do this is it's beautiful. So you have the priest who is like a drunkard, Father Godwin, and he like can only speak Latin when he's drunk. And
Yeah.
so he's chugging wine the whole time while he's trying to convince everyone that he's like a papal like priest, right? Like from like a cardinal from the Pope. And the better you do it there, the less guards that Henry has to take on the outside. And just like it all culminates in like you running off with all the silver that the king has. So, and then eventually you get into Sukdal for the end like siege, and that's also a great moment. But I think
So
that's
many
it.
good moments.
Yeah, so many good moments.
I would
I'll
have put
skip
I
over
would have
the
put
siege.
some I
think the
trying to
siege
think,
is
I was like,
better.
there's so many
Yeah,
good
I'm done,
moments.
I'm
I
done,
couldn't pick one.
I'm done, Brad.
I couldn't pick
You're
them.
good.
I couldn't pick a single moment from this game.
yeah,
So I kind of like bypassed it.
the end of the game I think is a great moment too, but I thought that was a lot of fun. So my winner, and this is going to be a little tougher for me. We will put a spoiler up as soon as I start, Chris, but it's for CL in the campfire conversations with CL.
For Claire Obscure.
For Claire Obscure, yes.
Yeah.
So yes, spoiler warning right now. So there are a couple things about CL. She had a child. The child died, and you don't really know why at the beginning, but you know that she has a C-section scar down her belly, right? That big scar on her chest is a C-section scar. After her husband passed, and her husband passed not because of a grammage, but because of just a random accident, right? She is so depressed and sad that she walks into the ocean to kill herself.
Yeah.
And as she walks in the ocean, she ends up passing out. She ends up back in Lumiere somehow. You don't know why.
Initially.
And that was when she found out that she was pregnant. So the last memory that she had of her husband, she basically killed, not knowing that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And it's terrifyingly sad. We had some fertility journeys while we were trying to get pregnant too, and it's terrible. But yeah, as you can imagine, as a new father, that was really impactful for me. And then you actually find out later that Eskia is the one who saved her.
I forgot.
Yeah,
about that.
Eskia is like you're a much better swimmer than you were the first time we met. And that's when CL realizes that Eskia is the one that saved her, just like from happenstance. And it's a beautiful moment of like circular coming back to for her, and like she wasn't my favorite character to play as, but her story just like I obviously had a huge impact on me. So
Resonated.
it is my favorite gaming moment uh, of the year, and it's an excellent like this story is so good at also exploring themes that are not often explored in video games, and I thought that the way that they told the story and the way that CL's voice actress like really dove into that character and performed here was beautiful. And I think if you haven't gotten a chance to finish the campfire conversations and stuff like that, go look them up on YouTube and stuff like that, because it is beautifully well done.
Damn, what a game.
Yeah.
All right. Crispy.
Okay. We're on gaming
Turn off the
moment.
spoiler warning now.
Best gaming moment.
Okay. My runner up is going to be, I mean, basically the last chapter of Death Stranding 2.
Which is 18 hours long.
Which is 18
Yeah,
hours
I'm taking
long.
mine off.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Spoilers! Everyone, spoilers!
I'm okay.
All of you take your headphones off. You get that fucking cool ass like electric guitar weapon, and you're just like having a fucking guitar battle against Higgs, and the Magellan is like the fucking top of a giant mech that's like fighting ghosts, and like it's fucking crazy. But then also there's this like really beautiful moment of confrontation, I guess, between Sam and Higgs.
It
It's
is
just
an absolute
like
montage or moment
it's
tribute
crazy.
to Metal Gear
It's
Solid 4.
it's like homoerotic. I wanted them to kiss. They didn't kiss, but like I wanted them to kiss. But like they're both shirtless and just like playing guitar and trying to kill each other, and then like fighting and then playing guitar, and then I think like don't they like grapple at one point? Like I
Oh yeah,
thought
yeah.
they should kiss.
They have that fight, which it's straight out of Metal Gear Solid 4 against
I mean, they
Ocelot. Yeah.
they
like
kissed,
But
they
just
should've
like
made
just
out.
like that moment where Higgs is off in the distance and the camera slowly zooms in on him, and you get his perspective of like what was happening while he was trapped on the
Yeah.
beach, and he was stuck
Yeah.
there for like 10,000 years.
For like 10, yeah, when he's like explaining that he's just like been there for an eternity.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. That shit's so sick. I loved it. You can put your headphones back on.
We're definitely gonna need to get these spoiler hats.
Death Stranding 2 is great. You guys should play it. But my best gaming moment, I thought about this, and there's a lot of stuff that was like, you know, in the games themselves that were incredible, moments that were scripted, moments that were emergent, moments that, you know, were kind of planned or hidden, or like there's a lot of incredible games. I could have picked any number of moments this year, but what I went with was Chris Davis falling to his death in Peak that one time. Away from the group, and we're like, "Where's Chris?" Like Nick's like, "Where's Chris Davis?" And then in the distance, we just hear him, "Ah!" And, like we see him fall and die.
Just the perfect proximity chat.
Yeah, it was
As he
perfect. It was
just flies
moments
by
like
us.
that game was made for, and we captured it perfectly.
The
was pretty
beauty of
good.
that moment is that Chris Davis was like, "I'm gonna go on ahead by myself."
Yeah,
Fuck
he's
you
like,
guys."
"I'm so far ahead of you guys." Oh no!
But,
I
but
found
we
one of those
didn't see him for,
exploding
like,
pod things, and just like
Yes.
fucking yeah.
I found one of
we
those
didn't
too.
see him for
Yeah.
like he was just out.
He was gone
we
for
didn't
a
see him for like
while.
10, 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's like, where'd he go? And then like, oh my god, a
The
gift from God.
mountain
That
claimed
was
him.
such an amazing moment. Good choice. Good choice.
Well, y'all have all mentioned
All right.
mine, so I.
Was that it?
So no, I mean, fuck. I mean,
Chris is
my
next.
runner-up is
yeah,
the
wait,
whole
we're going.
prologue.
Yeah,
and,
you're, wait,
and
you're
you're-
not.
What?
Cease and desist.
You're not next. Cease
Who's
and
next?
desist. It's
Chris-
Chris
Chris
Davis.
Davis' turn.
Hi.
This might be why I
Hello.
go first usually.
So you can shut up.
Uh,
So my
All right, what do you
my,
got, Chris?
My runner-up moment is the track star moment for Dispatch. I won't go any further.
Can I say Chris Davis? And in the you should jump in if someone has your pick.
I jumped in. I said it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did. He did.
Okay.
Yeah. Spoiler
Head
warning.
crab on.
Head crab. The spoiler head
You know
crab.
the spoiler one. He has wearing a. You're the only one who shouldn't have to wear a hat because.
No,
Well, I
it's
guess
fine.
it's
What-
for us to
what's the
know.
spoiler
Okay,
It's
I
for
get it.
y'all to know in case y'all need to take your headsets off.
For what game?
It's Expedition 33, but it's specifically the Act 3 transition where the entire scope of the game is completely turned on your head. You have defeated the Paintress, you have returned to Lumiere, you are victorious, you have conquered the Gommage until you haven't. And you realized through a letter from the painted version of Alicia to Verso that the Paintress was protecting everyone, and her powers was a countdown warning to warn them that she can only hold off the curator for so long before more people continue to die. That you have spent 30, 40 hours going after this person who was specifically trying to protect you, and is just a moment after you celebrate a victory, everyone fucking dies. And it is just a shocking moment, but so fucking compelling for the rest of the game. Oh my God. Like, even just with the idea that I could spend, I know I should go do the final battle immediately after all the cinematics, are done. But like the world opening up and I can fly and do shit.
Yeah, they give you a fucking airship and it's not, they fucked up.
They
fucked up.
That was
They did fuck up.
a fuck up, but it also made the world just explode into variety and so many things more to explore. Double the length of the game inside of one singular mechanic change. So
I think what you're underselling in that moment, Chris, specifically, is the underlying feeling of dread that you have as a player the whole time.
Yeah.
Because, like, something's wrong. And I'm trying to remember, do they do that in black and white too? Like, is that scene in black and white? Okay. Yeah. So like the whole time versus like sitting down, like he's sitting down the edge, not like away from everyone else, and like everyone else is partying and stuff like that. And you're like you just finished the Paintress fight, and you're like, something didn't feel right throughout that whole thing.
You get to the very end, and she starts healing you, and you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on?
So like, that there's something that you don't know yet, right? And so when you get to that moment, you're just like you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop the whole time, and it's going to. And like, even if you didn't know there was an Act 3 or you didn't know there's a big twist or whatever, you know that you feel it in your bones that something bad is about to happen. And so it was a well-produced scene, just like all the other cutscenes are in this game.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Great fucking moment.
Fucking incredible. Yeah.
All right,
Brad, your
spoilers
turn.
off, I guess.
Now it is your turn, Brad.
My runner-up is going to be everything y'all said. No, I'm going to give it to, I think it was my favorite, like, main quest in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and that's the For Whom the Bell Tolls mission, which I think y'all briefly mentioned earlier, because it was a timed mission of sorts, and you heard the bells like on the top of each hour, which was counting down to, Capon getting like executed, right? And like you're trying to do all these things, and like I thought I had a handle on things, but then it was getting closer and closer. And by the time I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, I didn't know. I just didn't know. And by the time I finally did what I needed to do, it was like right before. And I didn't know I don't know what would have happened if I didn't make it in time. But it was like such like a photo finish. I feel like that it was just very memorable to have a, like, when you are really on your kind of your back foot, to have like such pressure put on you and having it
was
be like in
clutch,
real
as they
time,
say.
it was
Yeah.
crazy because that was I think that was even before I was like really comfortable with like the game even. So it
Because you have to
was
brew a
it was
potion, and it's
pretty
like one of the
intense.
first times you like really feel like you
Yeah.
have to as well.
Yeah. Because I did some of that, but I didn't like enjoy doing it. So like I didn't do like a ton of it before then. So yeah, I mean, there's
I
like
think
It's been so
your inventory is limited too. So like, I think they might confiscate a lot of your things or whatever. And
yeah,
so
yeah,
like because you're a prisoner. Yeah, that's right. So you're like basically trying to put together scraps to try and figure out what you need
yeah,
to
and you're
do.
sneaking around trying to get a hold of certain people, and
A
yeah,
classic like bartering system. It's very well done.
and I kept missing something. Like when I felt so stupid when I was like, oh, it was here the whole time. Yeah, but that was just like a really great quest line. I like
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I
Good shit.
guess for my moment of the year that we haven't mentioned yet, I'm gonna give it to a lot. I mean, in Silk Song, there's like a lot of incredible moments. I'll give it to like the whole slab sequence, and
Oh yeah.
where you get
I didn't even
like
get
very
experience.
Bloodborne style. You get like there's a an enemy in the world that just like grabs you and takes you somewhere, and when you sort of wake up, you're in this prison in this like freezing cold area, and you have no clothes on. It's like you see Hornet without her dress or
She's
whatever, and
naked.
she's just like a stick bug kind of thing. And
Got stick bug, son.
there's like very under like kind of like for whom the bell tolls, very like stealthy sequence, or you're very underpowered and you're like going outside where it's very cold and you have to like stay in the heat, and you're going back in this whole sequence till you get your shit back. And it's such a cool moment too when you do. You see like
The other bugs
like
playing with your stuff.
bugs like playing with your outfit and your needle, and you're just like fuck you, like you're so pissed at these dudes, but like Hornet just like drops down and like snaps one of their necks. It's not something you do. It's like she just does it herself, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, they earned that.
I'm
moment.
so pissed that I didn't get to experience this.
Oh, you
Like,
didn't do the slab? Not
no,
that way, at least.
No, not that
Oh, that's
way. Yeah,
everything.
I
That's
didn't get to it.
Yeah, you'll
and
eventually
there-
find it, but yeah, that
Yeah,
I
there's-
It's not
lucked-
the same, yeah.
It's not the
I
same.
lucked out.
In this, like, there's two moments that I missed in my run through of Silk Song that when I play it again, I'll look forward to, and that was one of them. The other one was boss fight that I missed.
I was suspicious. The first one of these like enemies I killed, but it seemed very much
the
like it was
basket?
trying to capture me, and so the next time I came across one, I just let it capture me. And I think I heard that there is only a couple of those in the whole game. So and I was I really wanted to kill
It's
that.
a very
and I was like,
short
"I'm just
window
gonna
when they
catch it."
spawn, and if you're not like going through those areas, or you're just like pretty good at progressing, then you won't get it. And I think that's what happened to me. I just kept going.
Just a really
just too
really
just
cool
too
sequence.
good. Just
And
too
Well, I
Hornet,
don't know
she's
that.
the goat. She's the fucking goat.
I didn't do as much backtracking, maybe as I should have at that time. But yeah.
Or I don't know,
Alrighty.
Expedition 33. Fuck me, I guess. Fuck that
Yeah,
game.
there's
You know what? What's next, Nick?
we're
Shut
gonna
up,
end the
Crispin.
segment.
He didn't play it.
Our first wild card of the night and the final segment of the our final award for this segment. Again, this is we can maybe move this one along pretty quick because this is literally we each made up an award. I'll start.
Oh yeah, wild card.
My award is called "It's Unremarkable but Worth Playing." God damn it! And the runner-up I'm gonna give. This is gonna sound.
I wonder if Yote. I was wondering if Yote would come up.
I was gonna say Hades 2 is my runner-up, and I only say that because it's
That's a good one, actually.
that game is so good.
Yeah.
The first game is so good. There wasn't a ton of that needed to be improved upon. It's almost like Hollow Knight to Silk Song. It's really more Hollow Knight. It's really more.
It's almost like, but
Hades.
it's not, right? Like Silk Song is just as remarkable as Hollow Knight, while Hades 2 kind of feels like more Hades, even though it's incredible. In the highest rated game of the year.
Yeah, it's
I
incredible.
get what
and
you're
it's
saying.
worth
I get what
playing.
you're saying.
But it is definitely more of.
They're hitting
Hades,
all
and
the same beats. I think that's the problem. Silk Song has
Yes.
all these new beats that they're hitting,
That is
new
true.
ideas that
Right.
they're fucking with. Hades has some of that.
And there
in
are
the
new
systems, but like the
ideas.
stories and the characters, like so
The
much of it
branching
are like
worlds,
familiar.
like the
beats.
branching going up or down, I thought was a really cool thing. But like
Absolutely.
it's still
Yeah.
Hades at its core, and it's still amazing. So I recommend it. But yeah, my winner is Ghost of Yote, which I finished yesterday,
Oh shit! I
or
nailed
2
it.
days ago. Yeah, you did. You nailed it. Thanks, bitch. Uh, Ghost of Tsushima, like, just fucking floored me. I loved that game. This game is still great and it's still worth playing, but it is not a big enough of a leap forward, I feel, to like leave much of a lasting impression, I guess. But like the story alone and the character journey you go on, and just the flow of the combat in that game makes it worth playing. And strangely enough, because I didn't feel this way about the first game, kind of low key my least favorite open world that
Really?
I can remember.
What does
Yeah,
that
just
mean?
like I don't know, like it's just I know when I
Have you
fall in
played
love with an
Rise of the
open world.
Ronin? If you,
I know when I fall in love with an open world, and on paper it seems like I should love this game for that aspect, but like maybe it's just that it pales in comparison to something like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or Red Dead Redemption 2 or whatever.
It's
But
very, I
like,
mean, it's very repetitive of Tsushima in a way. So like you kind of feel like
yeah,
you've already
yeah,
played it.
I think Tsushima was just so kind of like in my face. This is such a really cool realization of this genre in video game form, that the fact that they didn't improve the world very much kind of like really stood
yeah,
out to me. But yeah, I do think it's absolutely
it's
a game
pretty
worth playing, and the story is great, the characters are great. But yeah, just kind of unremarkable, but I still
interesting.
recommend it. Ed,
Let's check out.
Yeah. So my wild card award is best game that I played while I was actually supposed to be working, which
there you go.
happened a lot this year. My runner up was Hollow Knight Silk Song. I think
You played
the
Hollow
number of
Knight Silk Song while you were supposed to be working? God damn.
the number I'm not working at this job anymore, so now I can admit it. But there was a number of meetings where I sat with my camera off playing Hollow Knight the whole time instead.
That is
I mean, I
incredible.
was listening, whatever.
I thought
Um,
you were gonna say something like fucking, I don't know,
well,
something that's
my winner, and my winner is a cheat because it's not technically a game that came out this year, but this year I played Yakuza 0. And the number of I had my Steam Deck next to me while I was working just to let it
first
count down the
mistake.
clock for the mini games, the
Oh,
like management sim mini game. And so I
there we
just
go.
like did all my things I needed to do in the management sim, and then I went back to work for 20 minutes, and then I
So
did
you
all
were
the things I
playing the
needed to do.
like kind of the more hands-off
Yeah, at that
kind of
point. But
things.
I mean,
Yeah, but
I was
still,
that,
it's an
that was
effective
right
use of
when
your
I
time.
That was right when I went back to work after my first paternity leave stint, and I was like, I really would rather just play Yakuza 0 than work right now. So,
I get that. I get that. Wouldn't we
it
all?
takes some time to get back into the swing of things when you're off for 3 months. But yeah, that's my wild card.
All right, cool. Crispy.
Why we need to get you slackers back into the office.
You
Yeah,
fuckers.
right.
You goddamn fuckers. My first wildcard award I'm calling the I Told You So award.
Oh shit!
Ah,
And
yes.
There
maybe
we
you
go.
can see where I'm going with
About
this.
to eat some crow.
The runner-up for the I Told You So award is Arc Raiders. Because
Hmm.
that game did. And that game scored well. And everyone was
Oh.
all like, no way will a fucking extraction shooter have any chance to succeed, especially after the marathon open beta that everybody hated. But here we are.
Here we are.
I gotta be honest. I thought
Here
this
we are.
award was gonna be the other way around, where it was like the I told you so's that where you had to eat crow, like when you thought Dispatch was gonna be lame, and we said no, you'll like
I didn't
it,
say Dispatch
and then you
was gonna
loved
be
it.
lame.
Told you so.
No.
I was hesitant to
Why would he jump on an opportunity to make
anything new,
himself
but-
look worse? He's
Yeah, you're right. Okay, what's the biggest?
the
I
award
told
is
you
called
so?
I Told You So.
Well, I didn't know who
There
the
we
I
go.
was.
You fucking dumbass.
Do you know?
And of course, the winner of the I Told You So award is Brad. Would you do the honors?
I don't know. What's the biggest?
Oh,
I don't
fuck
know.
off. You do know.
Metroid Prime.
This-
What are we talking
this
about
has gotta be-
here?
This has got to be Fantasy Critic related, right?
This is
So is it Fantasy
tenuous.
Critic later?
The
Just say
winner
it.
of the I Told You So award is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah.
Oh, You were screaming it from
Did-
the rooftop, so we just didn't believe you.
Oh,
how that
yeah.
went?
But like, we didn't doubt you.
Not only
at the
did
time.
some of you not believe me, some of you even counterpicked it in Fantasy Critic.
Oh,
And
Only one- technically only one of us
Huge
did.
shit sandwich for it.
Yeah, but like but that's a different time. January, first week of January, counterpicking that wasn't like a terrible
Told you
idea.
so. Yes, before the game came out, you didn't know it was going to be good, and then it came out, and everyone was like, "It's good." So hindsight's 2020, but I told you so.
But like the only reason that I counterpicked it is because people loved that first one, and it got like a 73 because it was like janky.
I know.
And, like,
I told you why that
I
happened.
expected this to be
and
janky
I told you
because
why
these
this
kinds
was
of
going to be
games, they
different.
launch-
And you were like, "Shut up!
Oh,
I'm
you
the
were
fucking
like, "Oh,
get
it's
on
gonna
base
launch
man.
polished."
I'm the fucking Moneyball guy. I'm the Billy Bean of Fantasy Critic."
Okay. Everyone undervalued Kingdom Come Deliverance too. I don't wanna
Except
do it.
this guy.
This was like 2 months after Stalker launched.
I
again,
told you
careful.
so.
Very
I told you
very
so.
janky, and it scored low. It's Eurojank. I
Yeah.
think it's Eurojank. That's all.
Good job,
Every
Crispy.
once in a while, you strike gold.
You did tell us.
Chris.
So. All right, Chris Davis.
Also, you think every game on your roster is like going to be a 91? Okay,
Shut up, Brad.
Whatever.
Yeah, right.
My Wildcard Award number 1 is entitled "Best Game I Enjoyed and Then Completely Forgot About Immediately After I Stopped Playing It." The honorable mention for that is Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater. I played that game a lot. I played through it 5 times through every difficulty to get the Gray Fox and Big Boss ratings if possible, and I did.
In the remake? In the remake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you
then
have too much
there was
time.
and then there was going to be a that multiplayer mode, the Snake Hunt or Fox Hunt or whatever it's called, that looked really cool.
Fox Hunt.
And then I completely forgot about it. And I regret it because now I
You
probably
played
can't
it
even
5
find a
times.
match.
What just forgot of it? It's one of your favorite games. What does forgot about it mean?
See, in my mind, I hear that, and it's like you played a game, and then you were like, and then the immediate thought afterwards is, why did I spend so much time playing that? It's very forgetful.
It's
Or
like
very forgettable.
how I feel after playing Mega Bonk for like 3 hours straight. Like as soon as
But
I
hey.
stop playing, I just feel terrible.
All right, but
I
you
wish I
heard
could
it here first. Chris Davis hates Delta. All right, what's your winner?
Okay.
My winner for this category is fuck you.
Notice
You
you
broke my
didn't.
brain. Great. Now I just lost it.
He forgot about it.
Wait,
you
you
forgot about
these
it.
written
Meta.
down?
No,
He forgot.
it's Doom: The Dark Ages.
That's a good one. We all forgot about that one.
Yeah, I
all
played through that
forgot.
game. I wasn't happy with the
winner
story. I think the mechanics were interesting for what they were trying to do. I liked what they were trying to do with the open world stuff, and they were promising DLC for this, like big, ancient god style stuff. And I beat it, and then I stopped playing it, and then the next day it was like it might as well have never existed.
Yeah, I kind of had a
Doom: The
similar
Dark
experience.
Ages. Doom: The Dark Ages was the winner of innovation and accessibility at the Game Awards.
That was so
Look it up.
lame. They could have given it to like so many other whatever. That's stupid.
All right, Brad, your first
Yeah.
wild card.
My first wild card award is I was gonna save this one. I was gonna do this one first, but it makes sense to do it later, and you'll understand why. But I'll do this one. It's called the Apology Award. Where I apologize to games I was too mean to this year.
It's a long fucking
Are any
list,
of them
buddy.
on Nick's list?
My runner-up is Split Fiction. I called
You
it
were fucking mean.
frivolous bullshit, and it kind of is in a way, but like it didn't deserve the vitriol. The game is fun. I did rent it again from GameFly so I could actually finish it. I kind of enjoyed my time with it. I think I channel like Malia a little bit, who kind of seems like she's over that bullshit, even though she's a good sport. But I'm being a little unfair. It was mostly because they both it came out earlier in the year when Blueprints came out, which was a literal brilliant game,
Goat.
an actual brilliant game, and like this outscored Blueprints and like other great games early this year. It just felt so wrong. So I really like held it against this game for no reason, but it's fine. I mean, it is kind of whatever. It doesn't deserve to be a 91, I don't think, but whatever. It's all right. But my winner is Expedition 33 because I feel like since everybody has been loving it and everybody's gave it their game of the year, and it's like it's incredible how unanimous it is. Like the year that Elden Ring came out, no, it doesn't even compare to this. It's such a fucking landslide. Like I mean, I can show you the exact numbers in the break. It's like 95% of outlets are giving it to Expedition 33. And it's not me trying to be like a hipster or whatever, but like I feel like in the process of everybody awarding Expedition 33, there's other like equally great games or better that are just getting like ignored, and I'm like, this, it feels wrong. It is really good, but the reason I want to apologize is because it really is absolutely one of my favorite games of the year, and it is going to be in my like top 3, top 5. It's certainly up there, and it's all deserving of the praise that it has. But I've definitely started to hold it against this game in a way that like I know people are like, oh well, you hate the popular thing, but in the year that Elden Ring came out, it was my game of the year. And the year that Hades came out, it was my game of the year. Like these games, like I've given my game of the year 2 games that like pretty much are unanimous.
You've been on the bandwagon before.
But this one really kind of like chapped my hide. I mean, part of it's like Blueprint's not even get nominated for like a game of the year, stuff like that. But like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to be rude to Expedition 33. I feel bad. I'm apologizing for this whole podcast because I feel like it would probably be in here a little more than it is, more than just Chris Davis. But we're doing this because we're trying to give lip service to other games. And and because of that, we're kind of like insulting Expedition 33 a little bit. And it's not really fair. But so I don't know.
I listened to a podcast
you ever seen
where one of the guys he said, I will give an award to Expedition 33 in every single one of the award categories, and then I will also do other things.
Yeah.
So, so that he could talk about, he's like, best storytelling, Expedition 33. Okay, and also like
that's pretty
we already
good.
talked about it, but I almost gave it to Hades too because it is the year that it is, and because it is kind of more Hades, that people are just like leaving it off their lists and stuff, and it's it really is an incredible game.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that clip of the Oscars? I think it's the Oscars or the Golden Globes or something, where like the presenter goes up and she's talking about how it's like this is the first time ever it's in this category. There's been multiple women nominated for best director or something like that, and it's like 4 women and 1 dude. And she's like, this is amazing. It's best if this has never happened before. And then the dude wins and everyone like loses their shit. I feel like it's like Brad here talking about Expedition 33 and how like we're being mean to it and everything. And then at the very end, we're going to tally up all of our scores and it's going to be our game of the our game of the year anyways.
But yeah, it probably will be, but although it could be other things, it doesn't need to be.
Yeah,
no.
I mean, this is.
I know. I'm just saying. It'd be really funny if like we're trying to give lip service to all these different things, and then all of a sudden we do the math, and it's just the way we do it, and then everything tallies up. I'm like, fuck.
But stuff like we're in Discord, like, oh, what are y'all's favorite soundtracks of the year? And we're all hoping that I guess Chris Davis does it because we want to give it to something else, even though we all know that it's probably soundtrack of the year. We're just being hipstery about it, I think.
Yeah.
All
right. Like, speaking of soundtracks,
don't bullshit me, Nick. Whatever you're about to. Oh, you're gonna go last, so I don't want to spoil yours. But
Yeah. Speaking of soundtracks, it's time for our first break. And the way we're going to do this is you're going to hear 2 songs during the break. The first one will be from Ed. I'm going to let you set yours up in a second. And the second one, we're going to kind of go in the order of the show. So after Ed, it'll be Crispy. So Crispy will come back from the break and tell us just a little bit about his soundtrack. So Ed, why don't you take us out the first segment? Tell us about your soundtrack of the year.
Yeah, so my soundtrack of the year is from Hollow Knight Silksong. Not any surprise here, I think, to the people that know me. But it's is specifically the boss track from Scarsinger Carmelita, who's a late game boss, and the whole time you are like working your way towards her, she's singing in the background. So she's
Oh,
singing the soundtrack in the background, and when the boss starts, she like stops singing. The background music's still playing. She jumps on, and then she's singing the whole time while you're fighting her. And the boss fight is so good. We'll talk about it in best boss fights, but like the fact that she's singing the whole time and singing the background soundtrack, it's very very good. So it's only a
awesome.
few minutes, but it's beautiful. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, enjoy, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. So don't go anywhere. All right, guys, welcome back. I believe during the break, yes, in addition to hearing Ed's soundtrack of the year from Silk Song, we also heard from Crispies, right?
Yep.
You did?
Yep.
All
I
right.
didn't pick one. Which one did you go with?
You put
Oh,
it in
shit.
the Discord.
I put
Oh,
two in the
shit.
Discord.
Oh, well.
Put a
Oh.
bunch.
So did you
Oh.
put the first one I
Which-
put in there?
I put in the second one, so that would be
The
Skin Deep.
second one. Okay,
Just
yeah,
say-
the Nina Passage.
what
The
That's
good
good.
news is
That's a
that
good one.
Nick can put whatever soundtrack he wants in the final
Yeah.
thing. So Crispy, just pretend like
That's a
you
good one.
played the
Yeah,
right
yeah.
one.
It was the Nina Pasadena, the main
Oh,
theme from Skin Deep, the opening
Nice.
credits, which
nice.
great game. Hope we'll talk
Nice.
about it later.
Who knows? We still got plenty of awards to go. So with that said, in the second segment, the next 4 categories we have are best new enemy / boss design, best new character, and biggest surprise. And then of course we'll end the segment with another wild card. So we're gonna go ahead and start with best new enemy / boss design. And because I get to go
Who goes first? Me?
That's no, bitch. It's me. It's still me. You're gonna have to suffer through this entire podcast the way I always do. All right. So my runner-up for this is going to be, I believe they refer to it as the entity in Routine. I think that's what they called it.
I don't think
Marco.
they had a proper name for it, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, they call. I mean, it's only referenced in like notes and stuff. So spoiler warning for
Oh, yeah.
Routine. And this is kind of this is the
You can
big
play
thing with the
Routine?
game, right? Yeah. So the whole game is kind of it's space horror. It's building up to this kind of reveal of like they clearly discovered something on the moon, and then you've eventually run across this creature that you start to read about the creature. And it's really creepy too. Like it's like one guy describes waking up one day in his room and feeling like there's someone standing on his chest, like with their full weight, but there's nothing there. And then you start, it trickles out like that, and you start to like find things, like they find like shit in the halls, like actual excrement in the halls, and like, what the fuck is, something is shitting here, what is going on? Yeah, and then you eventually kind of discover this creature that you can't see with the naked eye. The only way you can see it in the game is by looking through the lens of your tool. I don't even know what they call it, the cat system or whatever.
We know what you're talking about. The thing.
Yes.
That you
Yeah.
hold.
So it has a little screen on it. So the only time you can see it is when you're looking through that. So like this entire segment at the end of the game, it's very, this is where people start drawing the Alien Isolation comparisons, because it does feel a little bit like trying to avoid the Alien Isolation, but you can't see him, you can hear him, and you can kind of like try to pick up on his patterns and stuff, but he clearly makes noise and stuff. And so like it is without a doubt one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen or done in a video game. It's going to go down in history like that for me. So like very, very, very cool. And just the build up to it is incredible. But my winner for best new enemy design is going to be the Paintress in Clair Obscur. And this is just, I think, just in generally speaking, kind of like the way she's conceptualized, the way she's depicted. You can kind of see her from a distance, and you're like, the whole game is kind of building up to her. And then obviously you had the big twist that Chris Davis talked about a little while ago. And just kind of like the haunting nature of it, and like the way they trickle it out, and the way you learn more about her. I could have easily also done this in best character, but she is a character or a enemy that you fight in the game, so I feel like there is a boss fight against her. So yeah, just a really, really cool boss and once again build up to that boss because like the whole game is kind of building up to that moment. Very very cool. Very like visually depicted, like the way she's depicted, very fucking cool. And I'll leave it at that.
Sweet.
Ed.
All right. I think I'm just gonna do it, y'all.
Okay, do it.
Best new enemy boss design will go to two bosses, both from the same game.
Dang.
No,
they
don't
best
take
from Silk?
mine. Don't take mine.
What's yours, Brad?
No, just take it. Take
Okay.
it. Take
Mine's
it.
clock like.
Yeah. Fine. I won't do that one.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yes.
My runner. Then in that case, my runner-up is Siren from Hades 2.
Oh, dude, that was one of my
which is
it's written down here.
Which is really cool because like you're fighting basically a band, and as you defeat the enemies of the band, the music for that instrument cuts out. And so it was a really cool, like, diegetic design kind of thing. Very cool. As I mentioned before the break, my favorite boss fight in Hollow Knight Silksong, even more than the clock one that Brad's talking about, is Scarsinger Carmelita. And the reason why is because that fight, more than any of the others, felt like I was dancing with the boss. And, like... I don't know if they actually. I don't think they actually like synced her moves to the music in any way. But it felt like just the vibe of the fight, of the dodges I would have to do, and the jumps in the movement around the arena felt like a dance. And at the end, I just like unlike any other fight in the game, I put the game down, and I was just like, wow, that was a lot of fun. Like I felt pure joy exiting that fight, like versus like some others where I was like just absolutely raging at it. You know, I left that fight despite the difficulty of it.
Like the fucking brood mother. Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
The brood mother.
Yeah. So I love that fight. I think it's beautiful. It's technically optional, but I doubt people will.
Is
skip
it optional to get the true ending?
You only need
you can
3
skip it.
of the items, right?
Yeah.
So it's technically optional. I would choose to skip a different
Yeah.
fight instead in that last thread. Mostly because the run to the fight
you could
is
skip
terrible.
the Coral Tower, can't you?
Yes, yes. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's an incredible boss fight, and the feelings that I got leaving it made me very happy.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good choice.
Chris
Crispy.
Davis. Crispy.
No.
Crispy.
Who's the host here?
Me?
It's Crispy. Yep.
For best new enemy / boss design. My runner-up, I picked the Ghost Mechs from Death Stranding 2.
Fuck, there's Ghost Mechs?
Yeah, the Ghost Mechs. This is like a new enemy type. You fight bosses that are mechs. You eventually are fighting like mech soldiers. It's crazy. Yeah, it's probably a spoiler warning, but like, yeah, the idea that like you can take BTs and put them into like mech bodies. It's fucking cool as shit. It also kind of opens up combat in Death Stranding in a way that it wasn't in the first game. Like there's much more, like you need more firepower, more lethal firepower. There's like a whole new class of weaponry that you're using to deal with these guys that you wouldn't use on people. I mean, it's really cool. Some of their designs are just fucking sick as shit. Like these giant robot samurais, and I don't know. It's really cool. But my winner for best new enemy boss design, I'm gonna give to Ray Dow from Monster Hunter Wilds.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Which is I
was thinking about what's the best new monster, and I think it's Ray Dow.
That was my favorite of the new monsters. I mean, I really like the idea of Arkveld.
Yeah, I got tired of fighting him though.
Arkveld's sick, but Ray Dow, like a dragon who just can like take his horns and turn them into a fucking lightning railgun that when he shoots you, it just like glasses all the sand around you because you're fighting him in the middle of a desert. Like It's so sick, so cool. Love Ray
Sorry, say
Dow.
what
Fun
now?
fight. What?
I said, say what now?
That sounds epic.
That's sick.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's got these horns, and they pivot to like make this like you
So
fight him
he's
like
not,
in the middle
holding
of
a
like
railgun.
you fight him in the middle of like a lightning storm in the desert. It's like a Coriolis storm. So he's like using the ambient like static electricity to build up a charge, and then he'll just like aim it at you, and it's fucking terrifying. And even if you get out of the way, like where you were standing, like the desert sand has been like glassed and like melted. It's fucking crazy. There is a monster that has a literal like laser railgun embedded in it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't introduced in Wild, so it's
I was thinking a lot about the expansion and what monsters I want to come back, and then I was thinking about like, oh, like they need to bring back like this one from like Sunbreak, right, and whatnot. And I started
Yeah.
thinking like which of the
Malzeno.
Malzeno. I really want like Lunagarin and Gosharag. If Gosharag is in the new
Gosharag would be
franchise, I'll be
sick.
so
I want to
pissed.
get that sword and shield again with the giant meat cleaver.
But like honestly, I like Astalos and stuff, but I would
Yeah.
feel really bad if like the next generation of Monster Hunter comes around and there's no Ray Dow. It would feel
Dude.
wrong.
Ray Dow feels like a new classic,
A new fave.
a new
But,
banger, an all timer.
Oh wait, no, Chris Davis is before me. Sorry.
You're getting better at this, Brad.
I'll remember.
Getting better at this.
Eventually. I don't think I need to put on the spoiler headcraft for my runner up. But I'm going to put it towards a Ghost of Yote boss. My runner up is Takezo the Unrivaled. He is a optional super boss that you find in the game that you have to defeat a number of Ronin in duels, just like 10 of them in order to even get close to him, to even approach him. And even then when you approach him, you have to have unlocked a weapon class in order to even potentially challenge him. And where do you challenge him? You challenge him at the summit of Mount Yote. So you have to ascend Yote all the way, climb that volcano, get to him, and then you have the hardest fight in the game. And I
did not do this.
I probably spent 3 hours working on him alone just for the fight. It was frustrating, and every time I unlocked a new phase of the fight, I was so much more committed to defeating him. And finally, after like 3 or 4 hours, I finally got him. But it was such an intense encounter that uses all the mechanics of the game. It felt so fucking good, man. Really good. And then, no surprise, my winner goes to Renoir from Expedition 33. This is the spoiler head crab
Spoiler
moment.
warning.
Yeah.
For the musical.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, for the music alone. But the entire build up to that fight where your group does everything they can to negotiate with him, to talk him off the ledge from burning away the canvas, deleting it. And then you get to the point where you have nothing else to say. And the fight begins and the world transitions. He goes into his curator form. And it is, even though there's the flaw of like, this fight can immediately happen after the transition to the third act, in which you can just go off and do everything else in power level and just make the fight incredibly easy.
It's a very cool fight.
It's a very cool fight, but I think
Completely
90% of people
undercut
ended up
by the
overpower it.
It's
ended up
under-
being-
Yeah,
I tried to limit it, and I still like was doing 7 turns in a
Yeah.
row. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is
Yeah, but just the fact of everything that
the-
happens in the fight with the summoning of the axons and the
The
painters
axons were
coming
really
back,
cool.
and it's so fucking good. So, yeah,
The
that is
the fact that
boss
like
fight.
the axons like throw stuff from like halfway across the world at you.
There was
is,
a
like,
fucking
super
building at
awesome.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the
Man.
one axon that like is too big or whatever, and so he just chucks a building at you across the whole.
Yeah,
entire
Serene.
map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Also, like
Makes
the
sense.
paintress, to your point, Nick, like where she paints a opening in the reality or whatever. That was also a very good moment in that boss fight.
Well,
too.
the same
I
with
feel like I need to
Renoir.
go back and watch. I feel like I need to go back and watch a YouTube video of like someone fighting, doing that final boss.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I
not
would
overpowered
recommend
because
it. It,
it
like,
was so
looks
fast for me. It was over
it's like
so
a
fast.
yeah, it's a visual spectacle for sure.
I'm
You have
wondering if like there's
Frustrating.
certain things I didn't even see because I beat it so fast.
Oh, you had to have.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
you need to try to go for Simon in that game. That is an insane super
Not
boss.
worth it. Not
It's
worth
I
it.
it's
mean, I will
really
say this,
not, but also it's really cool what they do with him.
The speed at which that I dispatched the final boss makes me feel like it may not be
No,
that much.
Nick,
No,
you
Nick?
don't
I'm
know.
wrong.
You don't know.
You're
Okay.
You don't
wrong.
know.
Very
All
You
right.
wrong.
don't know,
Fine.
man.
Fuck me
You
then.
don't fucking know.
I have
You don't know.
I want to fight the two super bosses as well. I
Yeah,
have not
there
done it.
there is nothing to super bosses. No, there's nothing even close to Simon in this game.
Well, yeah, sure.
Like it is
I'll
far,
watch.
far,
I'll settle for
far
watching
and
a
away.
video of someone beating Simon.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
You have to. Yeah.
Simon is crazy.
My runner-up. I'm
Just
gonna.
spoilers off.
Spoilers off.
Yeah, spoilers off. I wanted to give it to a Monster Hunter Wilds monster because that is the series. I am going to give it to Omega, which is a very recent boss encounter for me because it is the one that I've been recently into. I mean, this is the reason I'm not done with Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Honestly, I've been playing Title Update 4 and I went back to Omega. The reason I want to give it to Omega is because it's by far the hardest fight in the game, and it is the one that kind of forced me into a group to attempt this with a group of people, and we didn't succeed. We played all night and we couldn't get them down, and that's to me that's the best monster. Dude, we look. There's people. This team of people from the community. We don't always see eye to eye, man. Zero Skies, every other day he's like my biggest op. We all know that, right? But Farrakhan was in there who we've been butting heads just because he's so
just
anti-wild
calling people out,
sometimes,
huh?
But when it comes to we come together, fucking Dano, who I once cursed out back when we were playing Castlevania Harmony of Despair because he wouldn't stop fucking laughing. But we come together. Tarkus, he was in there heel horning. We come together because when Monster Hunter has something that is so painful, you get together with whoever you have because you need to
put
to
your
Forced to work
differences
with
aside.
people you hate.
No, but you come together. That's what's great about a really good co-op experience is when the game is good and the wall needs to be conquered, you'll come together and just have a really good time. And even though we weren't successful,
The
we had
homies
each other's
united, says
backs,
Tarkus.
and it was really fun. And it reminded me that peak Monster Hunter is maybe playing with others. I play so much of it by myself, but and the support hunters are really strong, and I'll probably have to do it solo. Just a really good fight, just because it had me on my back foot the entire time, and I think that's when Monster Hunter is at its best, when you feel desperate and afraid of the thing you're fighting. Which early on in Wilds there wasn't a lot of that. Now it's in a much better place, but it was great. My winner for best boss fight of the year, I'm going to give it to the Clockwork Dancers from Silk Song,
Yes.
just because
good.
it's a really cool, beautiful fight where you're fighting these wind up automatons where they're in their positions when you enter the room, and then they wind up, and then the boss fight starts, and it's this. They're just dancing, but they're dancing together, and you're just trying to get out of their way and take the hits when you can, but they're just doing their dance. But together they're very deadly. And then it goes on to the next phase of the ball where they jump back into their
They speed up.
pedestals, and then it starts winding up again faster and faster. And you're like, oh shit, it's gonna get crazier. And sure enough, they're moving faster, but you're getting your hits in, you're dodging out of the way, and it becomes harder and harder. And then again, it goes to a third phase where they jump back onto the pedestals, and they winds them up even faster, and you're like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
And the music gets faster as you do this too.
The music's getting faster. Their dance is getting faster, their music's getting faster. And then you finally kill one, and the other one
feel like
jumps
this could have
back,
a
and you're
spoiler
thinking
warning.
it's so many other Souls games, so many other games where you kill one of them, and it's well,
The other one
now
rages or whatever, right?
now they're gonna enrage, and it's gonna be all hell. So much so that when you're fighting an Ornstein and Smo, it's you want to get them both pretty low, so when you kill one of them, you can kill the super pissed off one even quicker. But Silk Song, no man. Team Cherry, they hit
The
different.
goats. The goats.
The dancer just goes back into the dance routine he was doing, where and the fight becomes sad because it's actually way easier now that his partner's dead because he's just doing his dance routine. And there's one part of the dance where like one of them holds the other up, but now that dancer's dead, he just falls to the ground, and it just becomes like a sad, pathetic ending to this fight that should have been like when it's the hardest. It's like actually like a really moment of like sad moment of
subverted
like
expectation.
they subverted
really
expectations. But
And
you're just desperate to win because boss fights in this game are so fucking hard that when it becomes easier, it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, what have I
You
wrought?
still have to
thing.
die, but this is horrible.
Sometimes I don't realize how beautiful some of these bosses are until after it's over, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that was pretty cool, wasn't
Definitely
it?
the most
Yeah.
memorable. I think the most memorable boss fight for me in the
Yeah.
game, and even in Act 3, that storyline goes places.
You also
as well,
fight
so.
like you fight a version of them in the past.
Yes. Well,
This is when
the
we
current
start
one and
putting that
his
spoiler
ghost
hat on,
gay
I mean.
lover, but yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I was
We
actually
maybe
kind of upset. I was
should
like,
have for the boss fight, but
I wasn't even certain. I was like, did I dream that, or was that real? I don't know.
Well, no, you dreamed it actually, or kind of.
Yeah.
Ah, touche. All right, our next category for tonight, or do we want to do any honorable mentions there?
I mean, there's so many,
Yeah.
but let's move on.
Every boss fight in Silk Song.
The chessboard boss in Starvaders was so sick.
This I like real quick honorable mention is the last solo fight you do in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I won't spoil it. Brad already took his headset off. You're good, Brad. It's
Wait,
the
in which
last
game?
fight in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's an optional
Hmm.
fight, but it's just so pathetic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Honorable mention for there's actually a couple kind of cool boss fights in Dying Light: The Beast. I don't remember specifically what they're called or whatnot, but yeah, there's a few in there that are actually surprisingly fun to fight.
The chromatic lamp master in Expedition 33, really good too.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was a cool
Yeah.
fight.
The lamp master was
A lot of cool
was a
fights
pain
in
in the
that
ass,
game
and then
too.
you find the chromatic one.
Shit.
Yeah.
Right.
The dude who
Yeah.
the rock that just bounces on you over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
and over and over.
yeah. Gimmick fight, but really good.
Motherfucker.
All right, so our next category tonight is best new character. This doesn't necessarily have to be a playable character. It can be an NPC. It could be any any new character that's been introduced.
Which is tough.
For the
Yeah,
first
this
time.
one
Very
was
tough
hard
year.
this year.
I realized every category, I was like, for some reason, I was trying to avoid just saying Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I ended up not
Wow.
saying it at all out of accident.
Well,
but I really
a lot of the characters from that game are not new. A lot of the best characters from the game.
that is also that is true. I wasn't into because I didn't play the first one, so I wasn't entirely sure which
Yeah.
ones are new
It's new to
characters.
me,
or not.
damn it.
But yeah, like literally every category, I like talked myself off the ledge for like mentioning Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and now I'm realizing I barely saying it at all. So that's funny. But my runner-up is going to be Eskia from
Good
Player
choice.
Obscure.
Yeah.
I could have easily put this character as my favorite of the year as well. Just an amazing spoiler warning, I guess.
Yeah,
Minor
yeah,
spoiler.
yeah,
This is-
spoiler
You don't
warning
have
for
to
this.
spoil it. You tell us a little bit about the character before you spoil it.
I mean,
That's true.
it's been a while since I've played it, so I don't remember all like the minutia of the character, I suppose. But like, he's a big. What would you call
don't
him?
say
I
that
don't-
part.
Pillowy.
He's like a big.
He just-
He's like a giant Pillsbury Doughboy
Yes.
type character with a really funny voice but a very lovable character. Very
His
I don't know.
cadence is very good too.
His cadence
He's,
is very
he's,
good.
he's, he's very godlike.
Yes.
he's maybe
He's
really-
kind of like a.
He's described as
Cuddly
like
god.
the strongest thing imaginable, but he's just really lazy.
Yeah. He's so good. He's so
Filled
like,
with
oh my god, I
wine.
love this character so much. Filled with wine.
Yeah, that was
I forgot
the
about
spoiler
that.
that I maybe didn't want to say.
Oh,
No, that's not a
God.
spoiler. I thought you were talking
was
about
gonna-
the end of the game.
Well, I do want to mention. I mean, we've spoiled a lot of stuff tonight. I might as well just spoil this. I mean, like what?
Yeah.
It's like best.
The
apparently
warning
best
is
game of
up.
the year. Everybody's played it. He's a fucking airship.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
that
he's
part.
he-
Oh no, that's in
yeah.
the
Yeah,
trailers and stuff. You're fine.
oh,
Yeah.
well then what
Yeah.
the fuck are y'all talking about?
He's
The
I thought you were
also
talking about
being
like
that
literally like at the end of the game.
Oh no no no
he's
no.
the-
Okay, sorry.
yeah.
I don't want to mention that. I just want to mention
Yeah,
like he is
Seemed
a
not necessary.
he is your mode of transportation.
Your vehicle, which
And
is so
going
weird,
back to
cool.
what I said about the overworld being my favorite world of the one of my favorite worlds of the year, just the way you fly around that overworld. It's very reminiscent of like classic like PS1 era Final Fantasies for me, which is what I immediately think about. And then I'm flying around that world on SKA and he's talking and stuff. Like, so good, so good. But my favorite new character of the year is actually Invisigal from Dispatch.
Yeah.
really good.
I
Runner up for me for
not
sure.
Who would have thought a
this sto-
superhero that can go invisible? What would they think?
yeah,
of
but
next?
like this game
No,
just such. I mean, I suppose I should have seen it coming because I don't feel like the story of Dispatch is like super
Careful.
groundbreaking or anything. In fact, it's rather tropey at times. But like, I was fully prepared. Like at the beginning of the game, like you meet Blonde Blazer, and I'm like, oh, this is definitely gonna be one of those games where you have like romance, right? And I was like, oh, Blonde Blazer, I like Blonde Blazer. She's cool. She's hot. Whatever. And I meet Invisigal, and I'm like,
Never
girl's
mind.
kind of a punk, but whatever. But like, no, it was not an immediate like, never mind. I'm in love with Invisigal. It for me, it was very much kind of a gradual like.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like her more and more, and then I realized I didn't give a shit about Blonde Blazer. Invisigal is where it's
Who
at,
did though?
and
Are there
was
Are there Blonde Blazer people out there?
yeah, I'm sure there are.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
she has moments. She has great moments, and she's a very likable
yeah.
character.
I think you
But,
get a
like-
lot more of her complexity if you romance her.
That's what I was
than you
wondering.
would.
That's what I was wondering because
Versus Invisible,
as someone who
you
did
get
not,
like her complexity very much up front in the story.
I was like I could see it coming. It's like this game is going to try to make me choose between Blonde Blazer and Invisigal, and I was like, I feel like they're going to have a really hard time selling me on Invisigal. And then but like episode 4 or something, I was like, yeah, sorry, Blazer, I'm starting to fall for Invisigal, and I was like, I love this character, and I love kind of like her dynamic with the team, and how she's starting to fall for Robert, but like she doesn't really know how to like handle those feelings and emotions, and seeing her kind of like grapple with them. It's just while at the same time also dealing with like team dynamics and like the awkwardness of like falling for your boss or like being the boss and falling for your subordinate. It's so good, man. And I was by like just over the halfway point, I was like completely invested in the relationship between these two characters, and just I think a lot of that goes the credit goes to how likable they made Invisigal, and how well they handled the ramping up of making her a likable character, if that makes
Right.
sense. Yeah, Invisigal. All right, Ed, your turn.
Cool. Yeah. Lots of great characters this year. My runner up, since I already mentioned the CL stuff, my runner up from Expedition 33 is actually Minoko, who
Yes.
is an excellent character. The twist of like where like the reality of him
Yep.
is great too. And I think that like just that first negotiation between him and Verso when you first meet him is excellent, because he's like we're gonna go on an adventure, and he's like, do I have to? And like, there'll be people to kill, and he's like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was such
He
a
just
great
wants to
moment.
fight.
It's great. All his dialogue is just so good. And yeah, the reasoning behind his like can-do attitude is also like obviously very well done as well. And my winner is Jan Žižka from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I would say he is an excellent character. You
Is he kind of like the gross
no,
like the kind of like Weasley guy?
no,
but, like, he's like-
he's the leader
He's
of
in charge.
yeah, he's the guy who takes over the castle.
Žižka. He's in charge.
Oh, okay.
You're
yeah,
thinking of
he's-
Kubianka.
He's
I
eye
think.
patch guy. He's
Yeah.
eye patch guy. Yeah.
Eye patch guy. Yeah,
Um,
I was thinking of Kubianka.
Yeah. Yes. So I mean that entire group of the Devils people or whatever are all great characters, but Jan Žižka particularly, like he's actually like a folk hero in Czech like history. Like there's statues of him and
Can I
stuff like
say,
that.
playing this game, it feels like they all are. Like I feel like
Yes,
all of
that's
these
true.
people have Wikipedia pages, and I feel a little left out.
So if you go into the codex, I know it's like reading or whatever. You can read a little bit about the history and kind of the differences that
I
they
didn't
did.
even know there was like a codex.
Oh
for
yeah.
it.
Go into the menu and you can see
A
like
big one.
it talks about like each of the characters, who they're based off of, real life people, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd recommend it. But yeah, Žižka, like he's the ringleader. He brings together all these group of misfits. He like, despite the fact that I guess let's go ahead and put the spoiler hat on for this. This is right. Yeah, so I'll put my hat on.
Where
Here's
is
my
it?
hat.
Later in the game?
It's right. It's right at the end of Act 1, right before you go to the second area. So he gets shot in the eye, and that's what causes him to like lose it. But the reason he gets shot in the eye is because of like something that Henry and Hans do, and yet once you realize that you're fighting for the same side, he does not hold it against you one little bit the whole way through, except for occasional lines that he just kind of like drops, and he's
Little
just like,
jabs.
yeah, just little jabs while he can, and it's very good, and the entire segment, especially like at the very end of the game, and this is where Brad, I would recommend you take your headphones off. In the siege of Sukdal at the very end, where he is just trying to keep this group of people together that all have different motivations and different needs and stuff like that. And he's the de facto commander. Everyone's starving. The whole like that whole segment of story missions that just hit you bam 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 at the end are all incredibly good, and I think like really like brought it home for me. And Jan Žižka is the character that kind of holds it all together. So
Damn,
that is my best new character.
it's great choice. Great
Crispy.
choice.
Yeah. Best
Crispy.
new character based off of a real character in history. Crispy.
All right. My best new character, runner up, I'm giving it to Nina Pasadena from Skin Deep. The insurance commando that you play as in Skin Deep. She's got kind of
Insurance
a
commando.
yeah, she's cryogenically frozen insurance commando who's placed aboard ships and thawed if the ships are ever taken over by pirates. So I mean, I don't know what's so weird about that. But she has a bit of a history, a criminal past, as well as a previous incident in Wonky Space, which informs the narrative of the game. It's great. You guys should play that game. I'm not fucking joking. I'm not fucking around anymore. You guys should play that game. But my winner for best new character, I'm gonna give it to. I thought about this. There's a lot of characters that deserve it. I landed on Flambe. I just really liked him. I thought he was funny.
Dude, he almost won me over
Yes.
for just the karaoke
Yes.
scene alone.
I mean, the karaoke scene is incredible. Like the part where he's like, "Oh, what is he like? Oh, what does he say? Where he's like, "Oh, can I sing so and so?" And they're like, "Oh, who sings that?" Celine
do
Dion.
you think it would be too much to sing Whitney Houston?
Oh yeah, Whitney Houston. Yeah, fuck, he's right.
Who's y'all's
Yeah.
most
So good.
used? Whatever. We don't need to get into all that.
I think mine was
Yeah.
Punch Up.
Really?
I used Flambe a
Punch
lot.
Up did a lot of work for me. Punch Up and
Golem and Prism. I
French-
think their powers were too good. Like when they
Yeah,
like
that's true. The like duplicating,
filling in
and stuff
gaps
like
and
that,
stuff.
yeah.
I guess Punch Up gets used a lot because he tags along. But
The assassin lady, what was her name?
okay, well
Yeah, the
apparently
French
you
lady?
used the bat dude because the assassin's lady is she was on my team.
I
Coop.
let him go. I let
Yeah,
Rob
no.
Oh, you let him go.
Wait, you let
Coop?
you let the bat guy? What was his name?
I
Yeah,
did
Coop
too.
was on my team.
Sonar?
I like Coop.
Sonar. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
let him go.
ditching
Yeah.
a lady
I-
to keep a man.
I let her go.
Moist Critical? Yeah, I
Sonar.
cut him. I cut him.
Yeah, no, he was. I could not hear him.
I didn't choose to cut him. It just happened. But
Yeah, I kept Sonar because I wanted someone with intelligence. Charisma.
He was a liability.
Trying to keep my stuff balanced, but whatever.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway,
who's
Chris
next?
Davis.
My runner-up this year is Atsu from Ghost of Yotei. She spends the first 5 minutes of the game is just you spelling out on a swath of cloth just the names of the Yotei 6, and you wear that throughout the entire game, and every single time you kill one of them, you wipe their names with their blood from your sword. And you spend so much of the game just so focused on getting revenge that when these events start to make her think about her future and realize, oh, I may have more than just revenge in my life, it becomes
Possible
more
spoiler
and more
warning.
poignant.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm not gonna.
I don't know how deep you're gonna go.
I'm not gonna go deep. I won't even tell you who she fights or who she finds, but it is so poignant when you get to the point towards the end of the game where she starts to realize my life may have meaning beyond just trying to kill these 6 people. And it's just it's poignant, and it's.
By the way, I had the exact experience that Chris Davis described when he was talking about it on the podcast, because my jaw literally hit the floor. I thought I was approaching the end of the game. I was like 55 hours into the game, and then all of a sudden I got the chapter 2 title card. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And the game still went on for the... for me, it actually wasn't that much longer. It was like 20 hours beyond that.
It's still a lot.
Yeah, there's like 3 chapters, and the third chapter's fast.
I thought if that had actually been like the halfway point of the game, I would have been like, okay. Yeah, the second and third chapters move quite a bit faster, and they're a lot shorter. But like, yeah, I was like, I forgot there were chapters in this game. It's been so long since I saw chapter 1 on my screen. But anyways,
yeah,
winner.
Just wanted to squeeze that in there. Yeah, what's your winner?
My winner, as I put on the
say it before. No, Chris Davis.
What?
Take it off. Say it before you start spoiling anything.
Yes, you're supposed to say what it is.
To know what you're spoiling.
My character of the year is Mael from Expedition 33. Hat goes on. Spoiler warnings going ahead. She is just an incredible character that goes through an insane journey as this person from the real world who fucks up when she comes into the canvas, is reborn as a baby in this world and is raised by the citizens of the canvas.
Does Crispy know all this?
He has his headset on.
Crispy's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, we can't see him, so I don't know if he's listening or not.
He may have just left.
He took his headset off.
Yeah,
I saw him.
It's just, she's such an incredible character for the journey she goes on, and then the way the game ends with it's a binary choice, but either way, it is just devastating what happens with her. This is a game about dealing with grief and remorse and trying to just survive. And what they just put Mael through so much, and it's just an incredible character journey. I'll just say that.
Also, she's the main character, which is crazy, but whatever.
I mean,
we didn't talk about the moment, moment, but whatever. I mean, also everyone's played the fucking game, Jesus,
as they should.
Except Crispy. Yeah. I mean, also
it's your turn, Brad.
You know the bit. I'm just gonna cheat for mine. You know what? I'm gonna give my runner-up to, because I don't think she gets enough credit for the amount of charisma, riz, as the children say, that she adds to the game. I'm gonna give it to Kid Pauline from Dawn.
Yes.
I've played a lot of Nintendo games that have no charisma or sauce and I think having not just the fact that she's a voiced character, which is kind of new for Nintendo, I suppose, but she has so much personality to Donkey Kong Bonanza it really like it turns like DK into a better character, right? Just in like if we had like best duo or ensemble of the year, I'd probably try to get her and DK on the list. But I mean, she's all the music of like some of the best. I was trying to think of like the best soundtracks, and then I realized thinking about all the music that the more interesting topic or award for me would be like best musical moments of the year. And I think like this is a game with a lot of great musical moments. Like honestly, the first time you get like an animal transformation, right? Like the zebra song is fucking goated. But yeah, she had so much to that game, so much personality to that game. That I don't know. She deserves more credit, honestly. I think it's one of Nintendo's best new characters, and even though it's kind of a returning character, I think it plays here because Kid Pauline is very different than the nothing that Pauline has been.
I think it's implied to not to be a new character.
Yeah. And she's gonna mog. She already mogs the fucking Pragmata stupid girl that sits on the back of, blue guy.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That game is not even that game.
I don't care that it's out. I know she sucks.
Did you even play the demo yet?
No, I keep forgetting. I mean, whatever. I'm playing like Monster Hunter and shit. My winner.
Let the man finish Kingdom Come Deliverance too.
My winner is a huge cheat because it's a new character for me. He is character of the year and maybe one of the best characters ever, and that's Henry, of course, from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I know it's a huge cheat, but since I didn't play the first game, it plays here. It's my first experience with Henry, and he's just the greatest. He's the GOAT. Granted, it is a role-playing game, and you do like make choices for him in terms of dialogue, but it doesn't matter what it is, he delivers it with gusto. Damn it! It could be like serious, heartwarming stuff, or it could be like insanely funny stuff. But like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I feel like people don't realize how funny this game is.
Yeah.
As an outsider,
it's
you
so
just look
funny.
at it and see like, oh, it's based on like history and stuff. It's probably very serious and whatnot. But he's such a funny, lovable character, heartwarming character. He's a lunk. He's a lunk. Of course. But like, it's so good. I mean, he's everything to that game. I mean, and it sucks that like it couldn't win like people who weren't cheating's award. But like we know everyone knows he's the GOAT.
Yes.
And he's surrounded by like a lot of great characters, but he's always like the heart of it, right? And
if I had felt like cheating too, I would have put Henry.
He's like my new favorite, character in recent memory, and Mael's cool too. But yeah, I mean, without Henry, I don't think I'd care about that world.
Lots of great ensembles in this year. I know we don't do that award anymore, but like
oh my
Hans
God.
and Father Godwin are great characters too.
Oh, Father Godwin.
And the Silksong cast. I mean, I feel like they go together so well, right? It's like
I had Sherma on my list as well.
Garmon, like the way they show up later in the story, it's very like Soulsian, but like Team Cherry nails it every time.
If you don't know Seth's backstory, like the character in Silksong, Seth, go look it up. It's worth it.
The real world, like
the real world backstory for it. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Since it sounds like we're also squeezing in some honorable mentions here, I will mention Hinako from Silent Hill F. Really great new protagonist. Especially once you see all of her story play out, just really, really well done. A lot of characters from Dispatch, but I'll also, I think Robert from Dispatch is also great.
Again, I think he doesn't get enough credit because people are always thinking about the more colorful characters, but I think he's absolutely the anchor of that.
As a protagonist, he's great. And also just a really great performance from Aaron Paul, which I kept forgetting.
I guess that's what I'm trying to give more credit to. I think his performance is really good.
Yeah.
Shermie.
Yeah.
Shermie.
Oh my God.
Remind me.
I thought you said Sherma from Silksong. Oh, you didn't play
Sherma,
Silksong.
isn't it? Is it Sherma, not Shermie?
Oh yeah.
I call him Shermie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the little dog is like, whoa.
Yeah, sing the Sherma song.
Tomorrow from Death Stranding 2.
I love Sherma.
Tomorrow's
I have not met this
great.
I've
character.
heard good things about that character as
Tomorrow
well.
and Rainy, so good.
Rainy's great. I love Rainy.
Ah,
I want to shout out
oh, and
like not.
Tarman. Ooh,
Well,
I want to shout out
I
Braun
like
from
Tarman.
Absalom, the sick ass wizard frog. Frog wizard.
Ooh, Doll Man. Sorry.
It's too late.
Dollman.
What's the next category?
Next category is biggest surprise. And this, however you choose to interpret it, I'll start off. My runner-up is Dispatch. Was not on my
Oh, yeah,
radar
Dollman.
at all. It wasn't sure if it was going to be a game for me necessarily. I was kind of skeptical that it was going to be able to win me over, but as soon as I got through that first episode, I was like hooked, and it pulled me. Like even like that game is so mechanically, practically mechanically non-existent. Yet it pulled me through. It was like binge watching a really great episode of a TV show, or a really great season of a TV show. And we've talked about how maybe it didn't need to be a video game, but either way, like I'm really blown away by that whole experience, and I'd be happy if they made more. But my winner for biggest surprise is definitely for me the biggest surprise of the year is Silent Hill F. Continues kind of this really impressive comeback for Silent Hill against all odds. After the Silent Hill 2 remakes managed to be like one of the best games of the
I
year
agree
last
with you.
year.
I agree with you, especially because I thought this game would be dog shit. Like,
Dude,
I didn't believe in it at
skeptical
all.
as hell. I was skeptical as hell. This
the
game was
developer-
developed by NeoBards Entertainment. They're known for making those terrible multiplayer Resident Evil games,
Yeah.
among other things. And
Even then,
just
even seeing it, like I knew it was gonna be like shitty.
to
And like,
hand
granted,
them
I don't care who here wants to defend it. I think like the combat in that game is kind of rancid, and I never want to do it. But it doesn't matter because everything else that game's doing is peak. It's honestly so good.
I won't debate you about the combat. I mean, it's still a Silent Hill game through and through, and that's kind of been
but like the enemy
a staple of
design
the series.
is like,
But
there's like 4 enemies in the game, and none of them are fun to fight.
right, look. At the end of the day, they handed the keys over to a relative unknown and said, "Here, make whatever you want." Basically, as far as a Silent Hill game goes, and not only did it manage to be really technically sound and really like from the heart, like created like very thoughtful all the way through in terms of like the themes and like kind of following in the footsteps of Silent Hill as a franchise and like the kind of like stories I like to tell, but it's also wholly original and unlike anything else in the series, with like even the most minute connections to the original to the actual franchise, to the town of Silent Hill at all. Yet somehow it still is Silent Hill to its core. And man, I just like I thought Silent Hill 2 remake was doomed. I thought this game was probably going to be dog shit. But now I don't know. I like you saw it last week on the draft. I drafted the next Silent Hill game because right now they're firing on all cylinders, and I'm really impressed. So I did not see that coming. Huge surprise. Very pleased with it. So,
I mean,
Ed,
yeah. I don't think those
Awesome.
are as
Silent Hill's
related
back on the
as
map.
you want them to be, but we'll see. I hope you'll see it right.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say it. My runner-up was Clair Obscura Expedition 33. I think it goes without saying why it was such a surprise. Everyone loves the
Yeah.
game.
I was not a believer.
Obviously came out of nowhere. I love the story behind the game's development and stuff like that for what it means for the industry. I love that it won Game of the Year. All that good stuff. My winner though is a early access game that I played this year with a friend that I knew in Austin, and it's our way of staying connected is by playing this game once or twice a month, and it's Schedule One, the drug making game.
Oh, okay.
It's
Friend slap, Nick.
surprisingly
Friend slap.
it's surprisingly
I know.
engaging. It's fun. Like you're going around, you're making meth, you're making marijuana, and you're selling it, and you're trying to like it goes from like there's like periods of like, oh, I got everything under control. I am like doing everything I need to do, to suddenly like we're all gonna run out of marijuana. We don't have the right things for the right people. We have like 20 orders coming in that we all have to fulfill this afternoon, so we got to cook right now. Let's cook, Jesse. Let's cook. So yes, it's very fun. It's very good, and there are times, there's enough low times where you can have like a conversation catching up, and then there is high times where we're like, all right, you go over to there. We need to buy some more watering cans so we can build some more things, and then we need to make sure we get all the scheduling done for our little drug empire that we're building. So it's a lot of fun.
Our little drug empire. That's cute.
Taking over one zone at a time of this little town. Crispy?
Damn.
Well, here we are. Once again.
Biggest surprise.
Here we go.
I can't I can't tell what
playing,
is
like,
happening right now.
Magic the Gathering. What's going on? You all right over there?
This is the only category that I couldn't come up with a runner-up for. Nothing surprised me this year. Everything was super calm. Actually, if I was going to give it to a runner-up, I would give it to the Seance at Blake Manor.
Ah, good choice.
I didn't know you played that. Started playing it.
Yeah, I started playing it very recently.
Hell yeah.
Like right now. He's playing it right now.
Yeah, I just finished the intro. No. But I did start playing it like last week. So,
Okay.
actually, in the last week, I played both the Seance of Blake Manor and the Root Trees Are Dead. Really
Nice.
cool. Blake Manor, you guys talked about it in the podcast, and I still didn't really know what to expect going into it, and it's been pretty wild. I really love it. But my winner for biggest surprise is, the other one, Blueprints.
Mm.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly, Blueprints. That game
Begrudgingly,
You're
is
one of those.
begrudgingly Blueprints. It is undeniable. What a unique and just fully realized vision of like a game kind of unlike anything else I've played,
It feels like a game
Also,
someone has
some
been
of the
making for
chillest
20
gaming
years.
Yeah.
Some of the
Yeah.
chillest gaming I've done all year. Just like so many like weekend morning, just like
It's very
6-hour
addictive.
sessions
It's
of
so
playing
weirdly
Blueprints,
addictive.
drinking coffee. Oh my god, so chill. I love it. It's like
Pretty great.
de facto anxiety
You know
medication.
what
It's
though,
good.
Crispy? Like fuck you. Like don't begrudgingly.
Fuck me.
I feel like more than anybody on this podcast, you need to play like baby steps or something. I
I
feel
would
like,
pay good money to watch Crispy play Baby Steps on the
Yes.
stream.
I need to, like. Have you heard people talk
I'm not
about baby steps
actually-
from their heart?
No, I
Like,
haven't. But I'm not
you
actually
should.
begrudging Blueprints. I just that's a little bit of fantasy critic slipping in there. But
He's just stirring the pot a little bit.
I mean, I probably had some of the most strong feelings playing a video game, playing Blueprints.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too. Absolutely.
angry and confused and hurt and
I wanted to put it in like moment of the year, but it's so hard to like pinpoint like any particular. I mean, there's certainly reveals, but like some of the
Yeah.
best feelings I had this year were just like, oh, I got the thing that lets me, like increase the rarity level of a
Yeah.
or decrease the rarity level of a rare
Yeah.
room. Like nothing felt better than that this year.
There's
maybe
so
for
many
me.
times in that game too where you're like, there's no way they're thinking this, and then they are, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, fuck you. Like all of this just to tell me something that I think I already figured out on my own somewhere else. Like, yeah.
I have to add, Los Cimento in chat says Blueprints made me so mad I put a hole in the drywall. That is like
Dude,
the
that's
chillest
weird.
game I've
No,
ever
I-
experienced in my life.
Oh,
It's not chill. It's not chill at all.
I could see
Just
people
because the
think it's
game
not
has like cozy core aesthetics and like soft music, and there
God.
isn't like a monster chasing you through the halls, doesn't mean it's a chill game. That game's
Oh, it
fucking
was-
psychotic.
dude, it's so chill. Oh, okay.
The dichotomy of
Okay.
blueprints. I
Yeah.
think
All
I'm
right.
a little
People
bit,
are
a
like really
little bit.
mad at that game this year,
Yeah, I'm a little
though.
bit more less on the chill side than Nick is.
Oh man, I
Oh,
any game that makes me fill up a steno pad with notes is
I'm
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Nick. That
my
game, people
secret.
are wrong about that game.
All right,
I'm
Chris
yeah.
Davis.
To keep things moving along here, I'm the exact opposite of Nick on this. My runner up is Expedition 33. I saw that marketing. It looked like a great game. I really wanted to try it. I did not expect the gameplay to be that fucking good with all the systems, with the lumens, how you build up your characters, how you do all of that.
Wait a second.
What?
Your biggest surprise is a game you thought was going to be really good, but it
Yeah,
surprised
you
you just
drafted it
how
and like
good it
everything.
actually was.
I expected good things from the story. I did
Motherfucker.
not. I was not excited about the gameplay.
The
And the
gameplay
gameplay is what
the
turns me
gameplay
around.
surprised you.
Yeah, because again, the
Okay,
lumen
okay.
system, how you build up your
I'll
characters,
allow it.
all of that, just fucking
Gotcha.
incredible.
Okay.
The amount of
Picto-
combinations of stuff you could do.
Yeah.
And then my winner was Dispatch. I kind of bought Dispatch on a whim. I'd heard great things about it. I wasn't excited for an episodic game. I waited weeks until all the episodes were out to play it, and then I played it, and I fucking fell in love with it. I wasn't thrilled with the first episode. I understand it was the primer. I knew the second episode they had to build the gameplay, but it just starts hitting up on all cylinders in episode 4, and just fucking great game. Wow, just fucking great surprise. Yeah. I want 10 more dispatches. Give me 10 more
Dude,
seasons.
I literally said that out loud to myself after I
think we get
finished like
tired of it,
episode
honestly.
6.
Yeah, this is like
I
Telltale
was
all
like,
over again, right?
I know. I admitted to myself that I know this is incredibly misguided here, but like my immediate thought was like, just keep making these. I want more of this.
Yes.
I can't decide if I want like them to like improve the dispatching or just like make us do less of it. I don't know if I can keep.
Maybe
I'm gonna play
with the
another season
dispatching.
of this, but I don't.
If they're gonna make it a game, improve it. If they're willing to give it up, just turn it into a fucking Netflix show or something. I don't
I
care.
mean, it was originally going to be a Netflix show until they pivoted at like the
I know.
9th hour.
I know. They need to pivot more, but like I mean, it deserves all the praise, but it is as far as a video game goes, it's
If
light.
they got good stories that are worth telling, then yes.
Yeah, that is yes. It definitely needs to be a story worth telling. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
definitely have faith in those storytellers after
Sure.
this first
My
season, quote unquote.
runner up for biggest surprise of the year. I mean, yeah, Expedition 33. I'm kind of there with y'all, but you know, for the sake of being a little different, I suppose.
Dude, fuck Expedition 33. Come on.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
yeah.
You don't know.
Fuck
you don't know.
you.
You don't know. You're only allowed to say that if you.
Fuck
finish
you.
the game.
Fuck you.
Oh, it's like Final Fantasy, but French.
It's so you're you know, like the apology award is also something you should do, Crispy, because you know you're like that too. So don't even give.
I know.
Don't.
I
Come
know.
on, Brad.
I'm just so sick of hearing about it.
It's 11:20. Come on, Brad. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Oh, chill out. Mine are gonna go quick. My runner up is
Let
I'm
the
gonna give
French
it to
people
Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo, which I notice I do this a lot with like Fantasy Critic, where I'll get something on my roster somewhere in one of my mini leagues, and I'll start championing it because I'm trying to justify why I picked it up, but I'm also trying to like prevent people from like countering me and stuff. I'm like, oh no, this shit looks fire, right? And I picked this up on my roster last year in Super League, and I tried the demo, and the demo I think is actually like probably one of like the like least fun parts of the game in the construction area, but I did like the look of it. I think it trailered really well, and I was just surprised, continually surprised. It kept getting better and better. It starts kind of rocky. You really have to get used to the controls, but like the more and more I played of the game, the further and further I got. The more I tried to like get all the secrets and strive for like 100%. The more I realized just how like incredibly well thought out and put together that game was. just all the different ways you can use like yo-yos and the different with the different yo-yo tricks to do cool things. Just
cool.
so good, so good. More people need to play that game. I know people like try it a little bit and bounce off, but it's worth getting comfortable with it because it's really really well made. My winner for most surprising, I'm going to give it to Absalom, which is the the beat 'em up genre is a genre that I've always kind of like disrespected, I feel like, because they have arcade roots. They're very like shallow, and I think that they get too much credit when it's really just like nostalgia bait. I felt that way about like Marvel Cosmic Invasion, honestly. Um, and sure enough, I'm glad the reviews shown out a little bit lower than like Shredder's Revenge, which I also disrespected. But Absalom was people who worked on Streets of Rage 4, which is like a really good one of those, but like finally evolved it in a way that like the genre has needed for a long time, and that like make it something more, and they made it something more. It's still at its core like an old school beat 'em up, but like they tried to do like the impossible, and it's like, what, we're gonna try to do a Hades. And I feel like a lot of indie devs have tried to do a Hades, and maybe no one has the time and money to really put the amount of like work into what Supergiant does with Hades. But like Absalom, what surprised me is at the end of the year, the roguelike that I liked more was not the sequel to my game of the year in Hades 2. It's actually Absalom. And they succeed at a lot of the ways where they try to be Hades. They try to like have new surprising shit happen from run to run, continue like these conversations and these storylines you have with these characters, and put them in unexpected places, and there's a lot of cool like gameplay and scenario twists from run to run that makes them feel like very distinct, in that Hades sort of way, not just that gameplay sort of way. But at the end of the day, like I think Absalom has like a combat system that's like much more fun to engage with than the very spammy like Hades style. Like I don't think that Absalom is a better like game like objectively than Hades 2, but it is certainly the one that surprised me more. It's the one that I had more fun with. It's the one that honestly I like, if I had to choose one right now to like play, it'd probably be Absalom. And it's really good. It has co-op too. Hades doesn't. I think more people need to try it. I really do. I think it's one of the best games of the year, and like the soundtrack's good and it's beautiful, and I'm honestly
I
surprised
installed it on my Steam Deck. I haven't started
I'm
it
honestly
yet, so I haven't had a lot of time.
surprised more people haven't picked it up. And it's good solo. It's good co-op. It's good solo. You can play it like a Hades game. I really like it a lot. But yeah,
Sweet.
biggest surprise.
All right. Any last minute honorable mentions? Nope.
We've been talking
All right.
all kinds of stuff.
Our second wild card of the night to close out the second segment. Again, these are categories that we all made up for ourselves. And we can probably pick up the pace a little bit. I'm going to start. My second wild card is called Games I Wish I Had Made Time For because they would probably have made my top 10.
Oh man, I was hoping it'd be some sort like Japanese game related thing.
And these are
but
both.
You didn't get credits.
These are both games that are probably not going to be mentioned anywhere else here tonight, and they're games that, if y'all had played them, probably would not have ended up anywhere near your top 10. And they probably, I mean, to be honest, I don't know if they would have in mind, but they seem very much like Nick coded games. And my runner-up is Mafia: The Old Country.
Oh yeah,
I really wanted to find time to play that game. I'm a sucker for a good period piece, and I love a good like cinematic story. And I really liked the Mafia 1 remake. But that game is $50, and I've been waiting for it. It didn't even go on sale during like the winter sale or anything like that. So just so much other stuff to play. I never got to play it, but like I had my eye on it for a while, and I feel like if I had played it, there's a good chance it might have snuck into my number 10 spot, so Brad could dangle it over my head for the next year about how that game actually I hate it. But my winner is Chronos: The New Dawn. I know Brad wanted me to play this because it's made by Bloober Team, the team that made my game of the year last year.
And it's also like a Dead Space like. This is like
I love Dead Space. I love Dead Space. I love space horror. I'm
it has a pretty dedicated following. Like people really like that game.
Bloober is like, impressing people lately, and I had every intention of trying to find time to play it, but man, kind of like Mafia, this game never went on fucking sale, and I just have so much stuff, and I was trying to save some money. I was like, this will certainly go on sale before the end of the year, and I'll slip in and grab it, and then it'll be one of those games I kind of like blow through at the end of the year. But that ended up being routine instead. So I'm still going to find time for both of those games, but yeah, those are two that I feel like I probably could have.
Can you play Chronos Next or like Chris Davis? I mean, I feel like one of y'all should have talked about it.
As soon as it goes on sale, I'm going to buy it, but I'm waiting for a sale.
Okay.
Don't worry, I will. All right, and you will hear about it on this very podcast. All right, Ed.
Yeah, so my Wildcard Award, my second one, is games I played more of the original this year than the sequel that actually came out this year.
Oh shit.
Shit.
So this happens quite often. There are like games and series and stuff like that I'm like, I want to play the original before I play the sequel that is going to come out this year, and usually I don't get around to the sequel. And so this year it was my runner-up was Death Stranding. I played it for the first time at the beginning of this year, and I finished it. And then by the time I finished that game, I was like, I do not want to go back to Death Stranding.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And it was a lot. It was a lot. And I was very ready for that game to be over by the time I got to it. So we'll see how that comes. Spoilers, I guess, for my I Won't Quit You, I Promise award. And then the second one, my winner is Hades. So I actually played after I beat Silksong and after Hades 2 came out. I actually went back to Hades because I had only beaten Hades twice.
Oh.
And so
you
I
didn't
still
beat him
needed
10 times.
to finish the game by beating him 10 times. And so not only did I finish the game by beating him 10 times, I also got a ton of the achievements and stuff like that for like getting all the different doing all the different.
What do you like more? What do you like more? Hades 1 or 2?
I mean, I played a lot of Hades 1 and I'm enjoying it a lot. And maybe it's just like because the power has creeped up and now I like know how to play it and it feels right to me. And so like
that first clear is meaningful if you already had it.
Away plays very different than Zagreus does. And maybe that's part of it too. So but yeah, I played a lot of Hades this year and I did not play a lot of Hades 2. But Hades is really good, guys. Like
I'm in that same boat, and I did basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Where like I had only beaten Hades once, and then I went back and did the other 9 this year.
Yeah. So it was a weird one.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I didn't put Hades on my top on my number 1 the year that it came out. I think I put Desperados 3 instead.
It's a good choice though, a very inspired choice, sir.
Yes, yeah. So
choice,
but I still had a lot of fun with it that year, and now I can say I have finished the game. I got all of the romances done except for Hypnos, who requires like you to do some extra steps, and he's also someone like I was just like by the time I was done with it, I was just like, all right, I'm not gonna.
You know what's crazy? I played like 80 hours of Hades 2 or some shit. I finished it, right?
I have all the achievements in Hades.
I didn't romance a single fucking entity in Hades 2.
You sexist
I didn't even
nerd.
try. I was so busy spreading my fucking
virgin
drinks out to all like my things to get all the different relics and stuff, and I was like,
to be honest, that's kind of what happened with me in Hades 1. I didn't like get to the point where I was romancing in my playthrough like 5 years ago when it came out, right? Because like I was spreading it all around, and then eventually I was like, oh no, you actually like I read some things about it, and I was like, oh no, like put a little bit more energy into these characters, and then in order to unlock like the final thing or whatever, the final like cutscene, you have to also give a lot of stuff to the different gods. And that was something I was like completely avoiding outside of getting their trinkets or whatever at the beginning. So like it kind of extended my play period
you don't
because
need to
I
give
was
them and
spreading
shit.
it around. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Crispy.
What are we on?
The biggest wild card. All right, so you will immediately know what my choices are as soon as I tell you the category I picked, because my second wild card award is for detective games that aren't blueprints.
Haha.
Nice.
And there's two.
Yes,
And
there
they're
is.
both great.
And,
Yes,
And I
there
played
is.
them both recently. The Root Trees Are Dead, which is a really cozy genealogical detective game. And then
hell yeah.
The Seance of Blake Manor, which
Wait, which one's the winner?
oh, sorry, the winner is The Seance of Blake Manor.
Okay, hell yeah.
That game is sick. That game is sick
is
as hell.
sick.
I was like, okay, this is really cool, and then like I started fucking unlocking the mysteries and finding hidden doors and stuff like that, and was like, okay, all right, this may
This game has
be
the sauce.
this would have been it if blueprints didn't exist, which is kind of something I want to hold against blueprints. You know, this
stop it.
like Seance of
strikes
Blake
again.
Manor makes me feel like I'm playing the Oberdin again for the first time. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Man, there's been some truly phenomenal detective games in the past
Yes.
however many years. Holy shit.
I
Decade.
play visual novels
Yeah.
now, I guess. Jeez.
So
Yeah.
No,
good.
the biggest one. I mean, I was about to say Tarkus in chat said it. TR49, from Inkle, the people who do Overboard and
Oh,
and
yeah.
Expelled.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah,
doing an
yeah.
Oberdin like that's also like it's crazy. It comes
Yeah.
out like next week.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways,
Chris Davis.
Chris Davis.
Yes, you forget every
The
time. All right,
Chris's.
let's go.
It's so easy to flip the Chris's.
It's so easy.
Buddy, I've been here for like 15 years. So my category for wildcard number 2 is oh God, what time is it? I didn't eat today. Why am I still playing this? Oh God, I could just do one more turn. It's very complicated.
So it has to be turn based.
No. My
Fail.
my runner-up is Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, Like a Dragon. I lost myself in playing that game. I lost complete track of time. There was several days, several weekends in which I started it at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I was going to stop for lunch. I was going to start prepping for dinner. And then all of a sudden it's nighttime out. And wait a minute, my clock says it's 10 o'clock at night. Where did the 12 hours go? Oh God.
What
10
did you get
o'clock.
so addicted to?
Just
Yeah.
doing every fucking thing, every side story, every ship battle, every Coliseum event. Just the variety of combat and just upgrading your crew and just all the fucking mini games. I couldn't stop. It compelled me. I
Can't
couldn't.
stop, won't stop.
What's
Yeah.
the winner?
I mean, considering how infinite wealth ends, like I had to immediately see what was going to happen with that next game. So
Take it easy.
yeah. So, but
And your
my
winner?
my winner is Sectori.
Oh.
So you need to understand something. When I was talking about that on the podcast, I was also playing at the exact same time. There's been
who
more
are
than
you?
one show in which I actually actively play that in the middle of running the podcast. It is an addiction.
Shows.
It is not healthy. I played 40 hours of it inside of 8 days. Like, that's not healthy, and I had to stop.
figure
I
out-
have uninstalled it. I cannot go
40
back
hours in 8 days? That's not healthy?
for
I
a
think that's
for
doable.
a round roguelike based Geometry Wars like. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you die
not
in like
good.
2 seconds. That's a lot of time.
Okay.
Everybody says that though, which is weird to me. Like Geometry Wars is cool, but like, what makes this one so fucking addictive? Everyone says that. They get
It's,
super addicted to it.
Maybe you should
Maybe
play
is
it
it
to
the
find
roguelike
out.
elements? I mean, roguelikes obviously are very addictive.
I mean, every run is completely different. How you do your progression and the ships
yeah,
you use and
yeah.
things like that.
One
But
more turn.
Yeah, it is
I mean,
really is
honestly,
one more turn. I
Blueprints is
fuck
really
up, I
addictive.
die. I'm this close to stage 5. I could make it on my next run. I know it, but that's 45 minutes for that run. Oh, I die. Well, I gotta start over again. It is challenging, and it's a lot of a luck in the roll of the dice and the bosses you get. But it's so fucking satisfying how you grow as a ship and how you use your powers.
Well, this
All right.
my Wildcard award is a little bit of a disappointment because I was kind of hoping to do it after Disappointments, but I guess that didn't shake out that way.
Did not.
I
no.
should have pushed Nick to like move the categories, but mine are. It's the how do I phrase this? The power-ups that I wish Samus had in Metroid Prime 4 award, because hers are extremely boring. So my runner-up, I'm gonna do. You can connect it to like a visor because like surprisingly, she has no cool unique visors in this one, which is very frustrating. She just has. I mean, it's essentially her scan visor. Weird. I would do like some sort of mind control visor. Maybe when you put the visor on, you can like see enemies' brains. But like, she has all these psychic powers, and it's like psychic double jump, psychic grappling hook. It's literally just all the powers she had before, but with psychic in the name for no reason. Why not a psychic mind control where you can take control of the various enemies and like control them in battle? It's like pretty simple, but they didn't need to get all that complex to add a little bit more flavor. Like there's so few new powers, it's so frustrating. Mind control visor would have been sick, but the one I want to see most of all, I've been wanting to see it in Metroid Prime since the first Metroid Prime, is they need to figure out a way to get the shine spark in 3D Metroid, like a Metroid Prime game. I think one of the ways that like 2D Metroid games like kind of mog 3D Metroid are like the shine spark, like y'all know what I'm talking about, like the speed booster shine
Yeah,
spark,
yeah.
like secrets and stuff where you have to like do a run and then crouch down and then do like where you're flying through the air and like breaking through walls and stuff. They need to find a way to get that into Metroid Prime because like they're very like kind of slow clunky games, and like at most you can do like the boost ball, but even that doesn't feel very fast. Like building that into a Metroid Prime world where you can like run really fast, but turn that into like the way you like find secrets and stuff like you do in 2D Metroid would be so good.
I don't know how to tell you this. It's going to be a long time before they get another Metroid Prime game,
Why do you say that?
if at all. I don't know, because the last one took 15 years or whatever.
Yeah, but we just had Metroid Dread, and it was the best-selling Metroid game, and I'm sure this one like probably did fine because it's on a Switch, right? Switch games do well. I think we'll see Metroid sooner than you think, honestly.
Yeah, they had to reboot this project like twice.
Give her a melee, like you get the psychic whip, and it's literally just the grappling hook again. Like why is that not like a cool melee whip move or whatever? To like when enemies get close. I don't get it. It was really weirdly
That's a bummer.
Boring.
That's a bummer.
With the power-ups.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take our second and final break for the evening. When we come back, we have 3 more categories. We're going to move through them at a brisker pace because it is getting late. We're going to do biggest disappointment and a couple others. So to take us out of this segment, I'm going to hand it over to Chris Davis to talk about.
You should have done me because it was from Metroid Prime 4, Nick.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that seems appropriate. So, Chris Davis, you'll talk about it when you come back. Brad, talk about
the one place that Metroid Prime 4 didn't disappoint, spoiler warning, is the soundtrack. Well, okay.
I don't think that needs a spoiler warning.
Well, spoiler warning for a future category. The soundtrack was amazing. And here's a track from Metroid Prime 4. It's the same composers that worked on like the first 3 Metroid Prime games, so it should be no surprise. Banging ass soundtrack. They knew the assignment. They nailed it. Check it out, bro.
Cool. All right, and if you're watching at home or listening, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Guys, welcome back to the third and final segment tonight. I know we've gone through a lot of categories. We have 3 more to cover here, and then we'll wrap up with my soundtrack of the year. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We know these shows can go long, but hey, it's been a big year, been an exciting year in the world of video games, and we have lots to talk
Runner-up,
about.
biggest
So,
disappointment. Go, Nick.
biggest disappointment, my runner-up is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake
What
Eater.
the
What?
fuck?
And listen,
What?
listen.
You
Explain
shut the
yourself.
fuck up.
Listen, I'm about to explain myself. Very brief.
Whoa.
I like this game. I love Metal Gear Solid. I don't have any actual problems with this game fundamentally, but I do feel like I was kind of hoping. It had been a very long time since I played a Metal Gear Solid game, and I was kind of hoping this would kind of reawaken my. I used to be kind of obsessed with Metal Gear Solid, and I thought this would kind of reinvigorate that a little bit because it's been a long time since I've thought about it, and it didn't really do that. I was kind I played it once, and I was like, I'm done. I'm ready to move on to the next thing, and I did, and it was
Yeah.
fine. It plays great.
Wait,
But
so
like, I think I might kind of be over Metal Gear Solid a little bit. I don't know.
no,
I don't know.
I will say
It just
Metal Gear
didn't.
Solid 3 is a little overglazed, but I mean Metal Gear Solid 1 is still the best one. People need to realize that,
I mean,
and that's the
I don't
one
know.
they need to.
I feel like if I had gone back to play Metal Gear Solid 1, like PS1 Metal Gear Solid 1, I probably would have had the nostalgia probably would have had a more dramatic impact on me, but this one just didn't do it. It didn't reawaken my passion. But my winner is Doom the Dark Ages, man. I love Doom 2016. I love Doom Eternal. I love the idea of combining Doom with like medieval shit. It sounded sick as hell. It sounded like metal as hell. I love that shit. I was bored. I don't know why. I have no fucking clue. Maybe I just wasn't in the right headspace when I went to actually play this. Maybe it's really kind of like the timing has to be right. But man, I was bored. I put it down like
It
after like
has
6 or 7 hours.
it has the wrong energy, and it tries to do this story that is not interesting at all.
But,
Like,
I
I
don't
know
really care
that
much about
that's
Doom's story, but
I know
That's the
that's
point,
redundant
though.
for modern Doom, but I feel like Ancient Gods Part 2 set such a high bar for what new Doom could be that this just feels like a
For
step in the wrong direction.
Ancient Gods.
I mean,
Part 2.
I just feel like these Dooms, like Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, I was always kind of like excited to see what was around the next around the bend,
Yeah.
and I thought I was gonna be really like, I thought I was gonna be really into this whole like medieval setting, and
It's not worth it, man.
didn't
Just play Dusk or
didn't work.
something. Like there's
I don't disagree with you. I I do like Dusk now. Remember that time when I didn't like Dusk, and now I
yeah,
love Dusk?
yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
you're dumb. Play Dusk.
You-
And
you're
did,
I
dumb.
played
and that was
Dusk
great.
and hated it, and then I came back later, and then it reawakened my passion for boomer shooters. Yeah,
You learned a valuable
Um,
lesson.
I did learn a valuable lesson. But yeah, I was
Ed.
super bummed about Doom.
I didn't
All
play.
right.
Ed.
My biggest disappointment, besides the honorable mention of 0.68 points, we all know. Um,
Brought to
my
you by
runner-up-
Carlos. This is the biggest disappointment brought to you by Carlos Award.
my
Is it-
runner-up is Mario Kart World.
I could
Dude,
have
that's
sworn
my
that was gonna be your
runner-up.
winner based on your.
I'm just gonna say it
Yeah.
now. That's my runner-up.
You might sense the theme in my choices for biggest disappointment, but yes, Mario Kart World was a huge disappointment for me. Despite the fact of how much fun I have playing with other people, I play it with my wife like once a week. So it is fun in its like core Mario Kartness. I don't like how the tracks don't seem as unique from one another because of that one or two laps sometimes that you are going from one track to another, to the point where some of the tracks are literally just one lap, and it's crazy. I don't like that. The open world is, speaking of boring, just like was so boring. I had no interest in going into that and doing that, which is like crazy because
I thought
people
I
were,
was.
like,
I thought I was gonna be. But
yeah. So
it did not do it for me.
huge disappointment there. My biggest disappointment, however, is Civilization 7. Which, like, disappointing for fantasy critic reasons, of course, but also like I love the Civ games. I think they're great. I love seeing the power fantasy as you grow and grow and get better and better and better. But this game, they decided to make it so that you switch civilizations every time there's like a major like epoch or age change, and it's like you just feel like you're resetting back to nothing, and it didn't it didn't thematically feel like you have any connection between the different things. So yeah, I bounced off it pretty hard. I did not like it at all. So
Ooh.
I also think I'm just maybe not that into Civ anymore generally, because like the amount of time you have to I had to sit at my computer, which is already time constrained, and then you
Already a
you have to sit
struggle.
for hours and hours and hours in order to play through a game. It's like it's hard. Maybe the Steam Deck versions of these games are pretty good, but it's a tough sell for me nowadays. So yeah.
Crispy.
Word.
Disappointment.
Biggest disappointment of the year. Runner up, I'm giving it to fucking Miles McKenzie. That piece of shit. That piece of fucking shit.
Wait, the game or Miles specifically?
He's talking about Fantasy Critic, okay?
Oh,
What's your winner?
My winner for biggest disappointment, I'm giving it to the whole marathon saga of 2025.
oh shit! I forgot that was
Yes.
this year.
Pretty toxic. A lackluster public beta, followed by some pretty scandalous plagiarism claims, which, to be fair, very recently, that artist who was plagiarized did make a statement saying that everything has been settled. They didn't elaborate on what the exact terms of that were, but it seems like they've come to some arrangement, I guess. So, there you go. And I will say that the closed beta that I played in October, well, I guess I can't really talk. I don't know. Was a lot cooler. Like, was a lot better. Had a lot of really cool ideas that weren't in the first round. And I'm hoping, you know, despite the narrative being completely in for this game, I'm hoping that
They pull
now
out,
that Arc Raiders has kind of like found a niche, this game will also be able to find its audience. I hope. I don't know. They released a new trailer this week for like the different character archetypes. That was it. I don't know. I was watching it and I was like, I kind of want to play this. I've been thinking about it again. So
maybe they'll pull off a miracle.
maybe the
We'll
hype's
see.
coming back. We'll see. I don't know. The Bungie's in a rough
You
spot.
know what they say?
I want them,
Fool me once, shame on you.
Bungie's in a rough spot, and I want them to find their footing a little bit on this, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I think I got that wrong.
I'm
right?
with you on that.
It's fool me once, shame on you, right? Is that
you just did the
like
George Bush thing?
Yeah, you ain't gonna fool me a second time. You ain't gonna fool me.
Won't get fooled again.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Nevertheless.
God. All right, Chris Davis.
My runner-up is Battlefield 6. I like Battlefield 6 as a concept. I loved what it was trying to sell me in the beta. The final product has 3 actual usable large maps, 2 of which just kind of suck, and the other is a rehash from Battlefield 4.
I do feel like the buzz around that game died pretty quick after it launched.
I
Maybe I'm
think
just
Arc
not.
Raiders sucked up all the air.
Oh,
It
yeah,
it did
true.
suck up some air. It came out and got a bit of a splash with the Battle Royale mode that came out, which I didn't play, didn't bother. And the single player campaign, like fucking Battlefield, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Why can't they get that right?
I don't know. And it's
At this
so...
point, they haven't had a good campaign since what? Bad Company?
Yeah, pretty much. And even then, that was
Yet they
What's your
keep
winner,
trying.
though? What's your winner?
My winner is a game that I've started playing recently, and I have devolved into hate playing it.
He hates Kingdom Come Deliverance, by the way. But continue.
Hush. My most disappointing game for 2025 is the game I've been most recently playing, and that's Call of Duty Black Ops 7. They did a sequel to Black Ops 2, which is
both shooters, and your biggest disappointment. Wow.
Calm down here. They made a sequel to the most interesting, most complicated Call of Duty game ever made, Black Ops 2. And this is a fucking insult. It is a co-op campaign that cannot be played offline. You have no teammate NPCs that play with you. It's just you if you want to play single player, okay? And in between missions, you're just going back to the fucking Battle Royale map to traverse to a new section to get to a new linear mission. And it's just bad. It is so bad. It is
That sounds pretty
insulting.
awful.
I hate it so much. Ugh.
Wow.
I had hopes. Even though they fucking did that E3 presentation where we all thought, oh, this looks interesting. This could be something. What could this be?
Oh, you mean
Oh,
I
it's
thought
fucking
that
Call
I
of
you mean
Duty.
when
God damn it.
you mean when I thought we were watching a trailer for Control 2 or
Yeah.
fucking Evil Within 3? I thought we were watching a trailer for Evil Within 3 and then it turned out to be Call of Duty. I've never been so disappointed in my life.
Well, sorry, Chris Davis. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, me too.
My
Me
runner-up-
too.
What have we learned?
My runner-up is Ed mentioned it, but I'm coming from a different angle. I don't like the Mario Kart series. I've always think it's been kind of like whatever. And I was hoping that this one going open world, maybe being a little like Burnout Paradise or whatever, would get me into it. And it so didn't do that. I continue to not care about Mario Kart. I'm a Wipeout and fucking Twisted Metal girly. Okay, I don't need no Mario Kart. Although those are dead franchises, but whatever. My winner for most disappointment, y'all think it's going to be Prime 4. It's not Prime 4. I enjoyed Prime 4. I think it's like an 8 out of 10. My disappointment
He's
is
totally
you.
changing his answer.
My disappointment is you motherfuckers. It's a twist. All you motherfuckers who refuse to even play Prime 4 because I don't know, it got a fucking 80 instead of a 90. Like
Actually,
no one even
ironically?
fucking barely fucking touched it. Y'all out there in chat too. Like y'all are letting Metroid die because it got a
Ironically?
fucking 80. Like fuck you. It runs great.
Listen.
It plays great. The music is great. You just fucking heard it. I don't want to hear this shit, man. Why
To
aren't
be-
y'all playing Metroid?
listen.
Y'all are gonna let this
Let-
shit die again. 18 fucking years. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's a good time.
Listen,
Like,
they already got
I'm
my
sorry
money.
it's not a 97. I'm sorry it's not one of the literal best games ever made like Metroid Prime. It's still pretty fun. Like you're gonna kill this goddamn series again. My disappointment is y'all. It's y'all. How dare y'all read some reviews saying it's not as good as the greatest game ever?
Hey, bitch.
Like
Listen.
it's a shit. It's like it's a shitty fucking like no one touched it. It's Metroid. Like,
Brad, listen.
This is the reason it died.
The funny thing is, I started it the day, I think it was either the day before or the day where we first talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
And after you talked about it,
Yeah.
I lost all
Yeah.
fucking enthusiasm.
But see, I
for
came to this
playing
with like a lot of Metroid baggage. That was my thing. That I was not trying to convince anyone
I'm
not to
just
fucking
saying.
play it. I did also
I'm just saying, that's what
compliment it quite a
happened.
bit in that conversation, you know? Like sure, but like I've been thinking about it. Like while I played that game, I was having a good time all the way through. I 100%ed it. I got like a third of the way through on a second playthrough. Some of it was because I had sweet music when I was driving around the desert because I had the fucking amiibo. But I'm just saying, like, y'all abandoned this
Grown.
fucking series because it's not a 97 anymore. And I'm talking to all of y'all, all the listeners. My
All
disappointment is y'all. Okay, it's not
All
Metroid Prime
14 of
4.
you.
Metroid Prime 4 is fine. My disappointment is y'all.
Okay.
I don't want to hear
fair
y'all
enough.
whining that Metroid's gone. Fuck off.
Never said that.
Next topic. Next
Wait,
category.
I thought that was your runner-up. He didn't have a winner? Or
No,
vice
his
versa?
runner-up was
was
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Our next
I
award
won't
is
quit
I won't quit you. I promise. This should be a fairly quick one because it's just us making excuses for a game that we haven't finished yet. My runner-up is Hell Is Us. I'm playing this game actively right now. I've been playing it for weeks. I'm like 22 hours into it. It's kind of like going in like short bursts, but I'm enjoying it enough. It's a cool game, cool world they've created. I'm really digging it, and like it doesn't hold your hand at all. So like I'm gonna finish that game. But my winner is, of course, Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I've known since earlier this year. I spent about 20 hours with it already. I knew from the moment I was like, this game. There's no way this game doesn't make my top 10. But I've also known that like I need to play more of it. And now that I've finished Yote, that's the next game on my list. So I am going to pick that game back up tomorrow and keep going with it. And I won't stop until it's done. I'm very much looking forward to it. There you go. Boom. Quick and easy. Ed.
Nice. Also, quick and easy. I have been hinting at it. My I Won't Quit You, I Promise runner-up is Death Stranding 2 as well. I got it for Christmas, and I stuck it in the PS5 right when we got back home and played the first delivery mission, started the second or whatever, and just haven't gotten back to it, been too busy. But I really want to like keep going with it because it. First of all, we don't have like a best graphics or anything award,
We used
but
to.
man, that game is beautiful.
Stunning.
Like
yeah.
Katie was watching it when I booted it up, and she was like, "Is this a game?" Like she was so
Yeah.
confused because she thought it was a real life footage thing. So very 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 pretty game. My winner, and I'm gonna get some side eyes for this. My winner of the I Won't Quit You award, I promise, is Blueprints.
Oh
Well,
no!
define finish. Did you
So,
get credits
yes.
at least?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, you should
I
finish that one.
I played a lot of Blueprints like in
fucking how
the
dare you.
summer. But I bounced off of it because I got frustrated with the roguelike elements of it, and it annoyed
Weak.
me.
You
So
finished
I-
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, and okay.
Am I the only one
Yeah.
who thought that game was like therapy?
No, I'm with you, Nick. I'm with you. I enjoyed every second I spent with that game.
I am enjoying it. It just when I had a choice between booting up other things and booting up that, part of it is because I have it on Game Pass, so I had to stream it. But
that it does kind of.
That is a
yeah.
hindrance. That could become.
I
a
mean,
hindrance.
I also played Clear Obscure in streaming this year, and that was even
You
more of a hindrance,
parried
which is crazy.
Over
I
the
parried.
cloud.
I parried. Yes, it was awesome. Yes. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Crispy.
Crispy. That's what I meant.
Therapeutic. That game is incredibly stressful.
No.
What are
My
y'all
I
talking
won't
about?
Blueprints. My I Won't Quit You award. I am actually going. My runner up is Blueprints, only because I have played a lot, but I still. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that I've seen everything. I don't know like
Did you get
what more there
credits?
is to see. Yes, but I don't know
Okay.
what else is like.
You could go well beyond credits. I mean,
know.
I've only played it
I
until the point
know.
where I got credits. So like,
Also, it's a misnomer. Like it's a misnomer. You could play a lot of that game before you actually do the credits. I
Right.
tried to delay credits as long as possible. A lot of people will do it right away, and they'll have a lot
I
of the
know
stuff
I haven't
already
seen
did.
everything. I know
Of course,
like there's
not
still
even
more to
not even
go,
close.
and I just yeah, I need to go back to it. But my
It's a
winner,
rabbit hole. It's like Animal Wild.
my winner for I Won't Quit You, I promise, is Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Yeah.
wait, did you start it?
I did not. Not truly.
You
Not really. I mean, I think I
got
booted it up once, but
I'll start you. I promise. is what
no,
this-
Yeah.
no. I
So,
mean, like in my mind, this is like I've already made a commitment in my heart to that game, so like I have to.
I knew
play
something
it.
was up when you started like taking the headphones off when there were spoilers. I was like, he's
Yeah, I'm not.
he
Yeah, I'm
needs
not
to play
listening to
it.
anything you guys have been saying about it. Like I am going to play it. I plan to play it. The world won't let me not play it. I have to
Good.
play it. I'm going to play it.
The world is
promise.
bullying you into playing.
I
it.
promise I'll play it. Please, just I'm just
No more.
an innocent
more.
man. But yeah, I will play
We're
it.
just innocent men.
I promise.
Cool. I'm happy. for you.
My runner-up is Routine. I got to a point to where I got to the second area of the game where they introduced the concept of the entity, and I learned what it was and what its mechanics were, and I was like,
and then you pussed out.
Nope.
That's what happened.
nope.
Chris
And
Davis. Chris
I
Davis who was
stopped
famously
to go play something else, and I never came back to it. So
Chris
Didn't
Davis,
take
who
you
has
for a
famously always
chicken.
said that he doesn't feel fear when playing video games.
Does he
yeah,
say that?
but
He has-
everyone fears the water monster in Amnesia. You know,
True.
Not
Yeah.
according to, not you apparently.
I felt it. I felt that fear, motherfucker. And then my winner for I won't quit you, I promise, is Donkey Kong Bonanza. I stopped after I got to like the 9th level or something like that, where it's the split decision between the 2 levels. And I never went back to it. So I did not discover evidently the most disappointing new animal form. But
Which was that, the snake?
The snake is lame.
Yeah.
That game wraps up well. Like you should
Yeah, it does.
finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I only have one Switch 2 game, and that's DK. I will get back to it.
That's the one,
It's
though.
waiting on me.
So
like
Brad
that's
was
the
talking
one.
to you when he was talking about Metroid Prime.
Well, if
I mean, he's talking to all
Nick
of
already
us.
had the game.
You don't care about Metroid, but
They at least have me and Ed's money, at least.
Yeah.
So, like,
Well, my parents' money.
Yeah.
or that.
I mean,
They've
y'all
got the
played
money.
Dread. It's just whatever. Shame on y'all.
I played 1 remastered and 3, and Super
Did you
Metroid.
like
I played
them?
Super Metroid. Yeah,
Did you like them?
yeah, they're all right.
Do you like the series?
It's all right. It's good.
It's all right.
Shut up.
It's
What are we on? Is it my
gonna be-
runner-up?
Yes.
Yeah,
gonna be
you're up.
all right.
My runner-up for I Won't Quit You is, of course, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. There was never any question. I just got sidetracked by Monster Hunter. It's one of my favorite games of the year. I was never planning on not finishing it. It just got delayed. And I should have it finished maybe before I record anything. Because it is important that I see the end of that before I rank my
Yes.
things, because everything's kind of like vying. It's weird. I feel like we have recorded footage before we do this, and it's when I revisit games through recording that I'm like, oh yeah, I love this one. But since I haven't done that yet, I haven't revisited a lot of games I played earlier this year, so it's like, who knows? Also, I don't have DK anymore because I gameflied it, so I need footage of that. Someone needs to record that. But my winner for the game I Won't Quit is a game that I really I true regret that I did not get further before the conversation, the podcast tonight, and I don't know when I'm going to do my video, but it is one of the most fascinating games that I've started this year, but I'm just very early, and that's Look Outside. That game is insane.
I've heard of
Look
this.
into Look Outside. Nick, you know what this is. It's in our Steam library. It is a horror, like Lovecraft, like cosmic horror, body horror, like RPG,
Yeah.
and it is fucking insane in ways that I was not expecting. Genuinely disturbing at times, like hard to watch. Yeah, Carlos was playing while we were drafting.
Yeah, okay. That's
that's what he was playing.
Okay.
This does look like something I should try.
It's crazier than you think, and it goes places, like unexpected places, and like every fucking 10 minutes of this game, I'm like, what is going on? It's cool. It's really cool, and I really wish I had played it earlier this year, because I knew that like not everybody played it, but everybody who did play it, it was like up there. Like that was the thing that took down Claire Obscure for them. So, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna quit you. What's next, Nick?
Quick honorable mention for
okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I got further than I did when I played it originally, but I still
X
haven't.
being my favorite, and
Yeah,
X being the one you've not finished.
Yes.
But we're there for different reasons, you know.
Yes,
you love
I agree.
flutes and shit, I guess. But me, I like flying mechs and cool, connected, seamless worlds.
Okay.
Isn't even my favorite.
Okay.
Before we start the last category of the night, which is the 2025 Spotlight Award, I think I might need Brad to explain this category, because I'm worried that I realize
The Spotlight Award?
we usually end with our number 11, but that was not on the list. So I was like, is this supposed to be like the games that missed our list?
No.
Or is
We
this-
just don't do that
okay.
award. We just really trimmed down because, you know, our podcast is
So
we
Spotlight
should do
is
it in
just,
2 parts.
Okay.
The Spotlight
Why do
Award
we
is
did it
just
in 4
this is like a combination of you know, underrated or games that people need to play more of, or it could even be like a game that didn't come up tonight, but I really loved it, so I'm going to talk about it here. Or could be an asterisk award.
That's kind of what I wanted to do.
It's a game that it's award that you can spotlight it on anything you want.
Okay, so my runner-up for the Spotlight Award is going to be Luto. Horror
Oh,
game,
yeah.
you know me. I like
Ghost
my I like
Sheet.
I'm a big fan of my Silent Hills or PT clones that have kind of been like a huge thing over the past few years. And I had my eye on this one for a while, and it's a very good one of those. But like I think the really cool thing it does is like it creeps you out with all these like ghosts, but like the ghosts are literal like human figures under white sheets, walking around in the dark, and it's terrifying. And it's also like really just kind of like somber and disturbing, just because like as you like descend into like you start to realize what the story is about, and it's fucked up. I do recommend it. Very cool if you like that kind of game. But my winner is going to be a game that hasn't really been mentioned much. I think I mentioned it once earlier, kind of offhanded, but like Dying Light the Beast would also could have been one of my bigger surprises for the year, because I famously hated Dying Light 2. Not hated, but like was super disappointed in Dying Light 2. And Dying Light the Beast is fantastic. It's fucking phenomenal. I love it. It's everything I love about the series in kind of a very different kind of setting, I suppose, and tries some new shit. And I don't know, man. It delivered. It delivered. Had a fun story. Didn't feel half baked like Dying Light 2 ended up feeling. And yeah, just a fun world to explore, and like the parkour has never been better. And there's vehicles this time, and yeah, man. Dying
Yep.
Light's back. It's cool.
There's
It's cool
vehicles.
again.
There's vehicles.
There's vehicles. Um I mean, they're not like as cool as like the buggies in Dying Light the Following, but that's okay, because like there's it's still got that great sense of verticality and like the really cool combat, and the fucking like upgrading weapons and like attaching like elemental things to your weapons, and then like just creating all kinds of chaos with zombies. Man, it's good. It's good. It's good. And that drop kicks back. Love it. Um yeah, that's it. Ed, your turn.
Yes. So my runner-up is a little game called Is This Seat Taken? I know Brad's
Oh, yeah, I
played
played
it.
that.
I played it on my phone. It's a lot of fun. Just a pretty simple logic game where everyone has like different things that they want to like you to accomplish for them in when you place them on the train or on the bus or whatever. And you just have to kind of figure out that logic. It's those old
High
school logic
maintenance
puzzles.
fuckos, if you think about
Yeah.
it.
It's those little logic puzzles where like you have like this person wants this and this person wants this and not this, and you have to kind of figure out the puzzle based off of that. Pretty cool. And then my winner of the Spotlight Award, I also kind of took this as a little bit of an asterisk award. It was Yakuza 0. I played many hours of Yakuza 0 this year. It is my first Yakuza game.
As it should be.
You did it
this
right.
this is probably the best time to get into the Yakuza series
Yeah.
because 1 and 2 Kiwami's just got like re-release slash remasters versions of them that are released, and if you have the version on Steam, the upgrade for Kiwami 1 is $199, and the for Kiwami 2 is free. So if you have those versions on Steam, you can just get the upgrade for a very small price, and you don't have to pay the full price. I did not have Kiwami 1 or Kiwami 2, and so I went and bought them on sale on some like third party key site, like so I could get the upgrade for way cheaper, because the upgrades are like they're 50 60 bucks each or whatever. And then of course Kiwami 3 comes out this year, so after I get past these ones that I said I won't quit, maybe I'll pick up Kiwami 1 and start that.
If you do get burnt out, you can always hop to like Yakuza 7.
Yeah, and I think that's what I probably will do, is I probably play 1, 2, maybe the 3 remaster, and then just like watch videos of 4, 5, and 6, and then just skip straight to 7.
That's a lot of Yakuza. Holy
It's
shit.
a lot of Yakuza.
There is a lot of Yakuza.
You say that like it's gonna be like I'll just blow through 1, 2.
This is not like a next year goal or anything like this. This is like
okay.
over time. I'll eventually
life.
catch up to the series in life. We'll see. But they put out games every year. Like, they need to slow down.
Yeah. Say sooner or later, Stranger Than Heaven will be out probably next
Yeah.
January or February.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
Cool.
my spotlight.
All right. Crispy.
I still don't understand this category, but my
Just
runner-up
spotlight a fucking random game.
is Arc Raiders.
There you go.
That game's kind of cool. It's pretty cool. I actually was playing the other day again for the first time in a while. And was like, yeah, this game is kind of cool. It is pretty cool when you're just like it reminds me so much of like Factions almost. It's weird. It kind of like
you should record footage of that and bring it to the
it kind of
podcast.
like
I would love to see
itches
it
the
next.
same because yeah, except like there will be giant like spider robots, so you'll be like out running around like scavenging and like you know you're like opening up a car hood and like grabbing all the junk out of there, and then there's like a giant spider robot walking towards you, and you're like, oh fuck, and you gotta like run and hide. It's great. But my winner, because I couldn't really fit it in anywhere else, but I do think it deserves to be mentioned. Promise Mascot Agency.
I was gonna
There we
bring that up,
go.
but good job.
That game is charming as hell.
Yeah.
It's a
Charming
lot of
fun.
as hell.
Like now that you've played a lot of Yakuza,
Oh my god, yeah. It's like this is just like this would be the mini game in a Yakuza
it's like
game.
it's like the management game or
yeah,
or
like
like
Doko Island or whatever.
yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean it's insane. like
Ed,
the
Ed,
vibe
when you
of it.
played Zero, did you do all the like the business management and then the
That's what I was
hostess
saying.
club?
That's what I
Yeah.
did during work. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Promise Mascot Agency is like just that stuff essentially,
Right,
but
right,
plus a
yeah.
bunch of story. It's cool.
It's
And it's
weird
ridiculous.
as shit.
Yeah.
And flying around in that little
Flying
truck
truck.
with wings is so sick. It's so fun.
True.
Fair enough. All right, Chris Davis.
Runner up is playing through Okami for the first time this year.
Shit!
Oh yeah, you did do
Okami
that.
2 is the biggest surprise of 2025.
It
That was announced this year, right?
Yeah.
No, it was last year.
That-
Sorry. All right,
Yeah.
2020.
and until I see a trailer, it doesn't exist.
We did get a
Yes.
trailer.
No,
You know what I mean.
a real one.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm glad you played Okami 1. I'm just saying that made me think of the announcement, which blew my socks off. So
Yeah. And then my winner is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Just nice to revisit 3. I remember spending so much time playing the airport level alone
fuck
that just
4.
I know 4 is just fine. I don't think the levels are as good, but it's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Simple as that.
cool. There you go. All right, Brad. Take us home.
My runner-up for the Spotlight Award, I'm gonna give it to. I play a fair share of deck builders, here and there, roguelike deck builders. One of the
that's
ones
not
that
true.
stood out for me this year is Starvaders. If you're looking for just like a really well-made, like they kind of thought of how to do it like in a really smart, polished way. It's kind of like Space Invaders meets like Slay the Spire or like Into the Breach kind of. It's really good. Highly recommend. But my winner for the Spotlight Award is, I was going to give it to another game that I didn't really mention tonight, but I want to give it to Consume Me because I can't stress enough just how like good I think in under the radar I feel like this game flew. I feel like if you're in the indie space and like if you follow like the IGF and stuff, it was like it got recognized there. But when it finally came out, I feel like it was at a bad time and everyone was playing like, big indies like Silksong and Hades and stuff. But like it is one of the funniest, most charming, and like genuinely like fun. I mean, it's just like I think it has a really cool art style. It just nails everything it's trying to do. Y'all need to try Consume Me. There is a demo. Trust me, it's just one of the best games of the year. Y'all need to
Is there a
try
demo?
out
I'm
Consume
I'm
Me.
on the Steam page right now, and I don't see a link for a demo.
There certainly was a demo because the first time I played it was a demo on Steam.
I think they may have removed it.
Oh, maybe it was during a Next Fest or something, which I hate that.
Yeah.
But whatever, just pick it up on sale or whatnot. or
What
just buy
reason
it.
could you possibly have to remove a demo for?
It is extremely funny and relatable, and we've all probably been in some form of there, and surprisingly good. Like the mini games are fun, and I don't know, really connected with this one. Consume Me.
There we
My
go.
spotlight.
Perfect. And that, guys, brings us to the end of the award show. So
We could throw out a quick number 11. I don't even think I ordered my games actually.
Yeah,
Never
have you
mind.
have you
Never
figured
mind.
out your list? I feel like my list
Yeah.
is changing on
Uh,
a day. I have to
yeah.
figure out
Yeah.
which game I'm willing to hear Brad tell me I
I
hate
don't
for the
even
next
have
year.
10 games on my list yet.
It's never your number 10, Nick. It's your number 9.
Number 9. Okay, I gotta be careful about number 9, huh? Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, guys, thank you so much. If you're watching us live and you've been hanging out with us this entire time, we appreciate it. We know these shows can go long, but it's been a great year and there's a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Thank you to everybody who hung out with us, tuned in throughout 2025. We will, of course, continue into 2026. It's going to be another fun year, I hope. I think. It certainly
Tell,
seems promising so far. What was it? You had something, Ed, you wanted to
I was gonna say,
say?
tell your friends that real award shows happen after the new year, not beforehand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Of course.
It's true. It's fucking true.
That is fucking true.
Embarrassing shit to do it early.
We do typically, we don't even usually start our top 10 lists, videos, whatever you want to call them
March.
until January. Well,
Yeah,
I
we're
hope we
kind
can
of
get these
behind. We're
out by
behind this
February.
year. We're truly
are.
behind this year.
Yeah.
Chris Davis gave up. He stopped sending out his October 1 email that he used to send out.
True. That's what we
Um,
needed.
he's like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
We will, and
I was
we
tired
always
of the
used to make fun of
vitriol,
him.
the death threats.
We always would make fun of him when he'd send us these really detailed lists or emails on October 1st
wouldn't
saying,
need to be
time
any
to get ready
threats.
for
You
Game
could
of the
send it
Year.
on January 1st.
And then, and now that he stopped doing it, now I'm like, what's wrong? Where's my email? God damn it.
Just send it on January 1st like a normal person.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to
You
be
can still-
October 1st.
You can still
Like,
send
that's
the email,
crazy.
Chris Davis. Just do it on January 1st. All right.
Just
The point is,
Oh, actually, you can't because all our emails are dead.
oh yeah. Well, we still have emails. On that note, though, Ed, I am working on an update to the website, which goes along with our new branding and stuff. If you haven't noticed, we have a new logo and stuff. So, I am in the process of. I'm going to work on that a little bit this weekend too. So I'm hoping to get that out before the end of the month, if not early February. But in the meantime, you can always find us on Discord at discord.gg/4player. You can find our podcast, obviously, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to support us, you can throw us a few bucks on Patreon. Really appreciate it. But yeah, next week we'll get back to our regular show. It's been 2 weeks since we've done, or I guess by that time, 3 weeks since we've done like a regular show. And we haven't had a chance to like do impressions for a little while, so we'll have some stuff to talk about. And we'll obviously be approaching new releases, the first few new releases for 2026. So a lot of fun stuff coming up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We will catch you next time, guys. Ed, thank you for being here. You're on the East Coast, so it's late, very late for you. Thank you for sticking with us. All right, we'll catch you guys next week. Thanks
No
for
worries. It's fun.
listening. We'll see you next time. Be safe. What do I always say? How do I sign these off?
Be
Be good
safe,
to each
play
other.
video games, love yourselves,
Yeah, what he said.
jerk off. Well, like no one's
Okay.
looking.
Not okay. Maybe I take that back. We'll see you next week, guys.